And we're live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream tonight. We have a huge matchup between the New York Islanders and the New York Rangers in the East Division. Both of these teams have the exact same record right now, 4-4-2. So obviously it's a big 2 points on the line tonight. And as you can see, I have a very special guest here. It's Joe from Sports Phanatic News and SteelFlyers.com. This is third time I've had Steel on, I've had Perlo on, now we've got Joe on. All the boys from SteelFlyers making their way onto a live stream here and there throughout the season this year. And Joe, I appreciate you coming on tonight, and this is going to be a fun one between the Islanders and Rangers.
Yeah, the Battle of New York, no matter how good each of the teams are, is always a fun one to watch just because it's the battle of the city. And now that you have an even record, I said it in Pirlo's video earlier, your guess is as good as mine as who I think is going to win this game. Even record, I consider the teams pretty even. The Islanders, even losing their defense, probably have a notch bit better defense than the Rangers, obviously, but the Rangers might have the more spark on offense. So it's like, who are you going to put in as the team to win? That's why I told everyone stay away from this. I put it as a 50-50 wash game. But it's a fun game to watch because of that reason. Games you don't want to bet on because you have no idea what the outcomes are usually the most fun games to watch. Yeah, because you don't know what the outcome's going to be.
Yeah, I do have a bet on this game. I have the Islanders puck line. They were the underdogs in this game. So Islanders either win or lose by 1, and I get Islanders PL. So that's that's my bet. Part of a four bet parlay I've got going tonight. But a bunch of overs outside of that. A bunch of other games I got the over and just hoping for some goals. But this is going to be a fun one. Like you said, this is one of those matchups where it doesn't really matter which team's good, which team's not, or in this case, they have the exact same record. It's always a fun matchup when these two teams play, and there's that huge natural rivalry there, the Battle of New York, where these two teams absolutely hate each other. So that you have that rivalry aspect layered on top of it every time they meet up. It's going to be a lot of fun. I see a bunch of people in the chat already, so we're going to give a warm welcome. J-Dog, Logan, Alex, THG, Chip, Darkness, Implicit, 100% Dork, Matt, Vernon, Shane, Joseph. What is going on? Everything Hockey. What is going on, everyone in the chat? Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Remember, hit that like button, guys. Those thumbs up go such a long way in helping get this video seen by more people. We can really grow the channel and grow the stream here with those thumbs up. Avi is here. Mike Irish is here. Julie says hi as well. Mike and Julie, welcome, guys. Thank you so much for stopping in and watching. Avi says, excited to watch. Both have 10 points right now. He says one of these teams is getting 4th in the East. So, yeah, whoever comes out of this with a W is going to move into a playoff spot, at least for now. So that is correct, Avi, and that is this is just a big game. This is a big game early in the season for both of these teams.
Yeah, this is a game I think that's a good point. It's likely one of these two teams is going to be the 4th spot. Whoever takes the icing on the cake, it's going to be interesting to see, but it's just fun to watch. Shesterkin this year seemed to get off a little bit of a start where he wasn't as money as he was last year, and now he's back to being, it seems like
he's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, and then Georgiev's struggling a little bit, but that's okay because you got Shesterkin and he'll come along eventually. It's the same thing with the Isles. They got Varley. Sorokin didn't come in as much as a bat out of hell as they thought he would, but it's okay because you got Varley, and Varley's a good veteran holding down the fort. So that's why these teams are so hard to pick. Look at how many similarities are with them as well. That's why it's so difficult. But it's going to be a fun game to watch. I know Master Shane said he thought it would be 4-1 Isles. That would be a lot more of a blowout than we think. But I mean, I'm assuming, is he an Isles fan?
No, Shane's a Flyers fan.
He's a Flyers fan? Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's a good perspective to go from, too, because you're coming from someone that pays heavily attention to the team because of the team you follow in the division.
Everyone, Dono hype already in the chat. Matt drops a 2 on the stream before the game even starts. Says, let's go Islanders. Welcome, Matt, man. Thank you so much. Everybody, get that Dono hype in the chat for Matty. Dude, kid's an absolute legend. Love having him here. We got a whole bunch more coming in the chat. My buddy Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, he's in the chat. If you guys follow the NBA, follow college basketball, just enjoy basketball, Sal is your place to go. Behind the Arc Basketball, he does phenomenal play-by-play streams. Darkness
awesome.
has Isles 3-2 in this one. Red Rubber's here. CL is here. What is up, guys? Welcome. Thank you all so much for watching. Eddie's in the house. Welcome, Eddie. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Joey's here. What is going on? Trying to make sure I say hi to everybody as they come in. Really, really appreciate all of you guys being in here. El Shep is here. What's going on? You guys are all awesome. As you can see, we've got a special guest here. It's Joe from Sports Phanatic News and SteelFlyers.com hopping on the stream with me tonight. Yoshi Bros, what is going on? Kyle's here as well. Welcome, guys. Josh in the chat. My buddy Josh is here. What is up? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate all of you guys in the chat. We have a real fun game here tonight between the Isles and Rangers, and this is going to be a really, really good one, I think. Both of these teams have the same record right now, so obviously it's a big 2 points on the line. Logan, what is going on? Holy cow, we got a bunch here already. The game hasn't even started yet. Pumped about this.
Yeah, it's great to see everybody hop in already. We really appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much. Joining the legend, John, and also thanks Joey. Yeah, glad to be here, and thanks for having me on, John. I really appreciate it. And hope everyone's having a good night. This is going to be a great game, and I think a 1-goal game. So I think your thing for the parlay, whether the Islanders win or not, is definitely a good play for sure.
If it's a 1-goal game, I'm happy either way because I get the PL. So.
Yeah, that's a secret to hockey betting.
Oh,
Not that people probably realize pretty quickly if you actually have a little bit of wit when it comes to betting. Is betting the PL is significantly easier than the ML, or better than the ML, I should put it that way, in hockey.
Because there's a lot of 1-goal games, so that makes the PL a little bit easier, especially if you're taking the underdog, because there's a lot of 1-goal games in the NHL.
Exactly, yeah.
Matt says, I am a closet Isles fan. I mean, no, I have no rooting interest in this game outside of just hoping that my bet wins. Because my parlay actually is a huge payout tonight. I only bet 10, and I win $80 on the parlay with that $10 bet if I get it tonight. So I'm hoping for it. I'm hoping for it.
Yeah, that'll be nice for sure.
Avi wants to know who your team is.
For me, the Flyers. The Flyers are my main team. The other three I strictly follow because I cover them for Overtime Heroics is all three California teams. But the Flyers are my main team. Yep. I have late nights because I work with covering all three California teams.
Way out west, yeah. Russell, what is up, Russell? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping in and watching. Really, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome as we're getting ready for puck drop here. The Rangers are wearing their reverse retros tonight. So I will say this, it looks like it's going to be pretty difficult to see the jersey numbers because the red is not bright enough to pop off of that blue. And rather than having a white outline on the numbers, they have a dark gray outline on the numbers, and it really makes it difficult to see from distance. So I don't know how well I'm going to be able to figure out who these Rangers players are on the fly as the play's going on, because that's one thing about these jerseys. It's tough to see the numbers.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, the ones I think I might have liked the most is I did like they didn't perform well in them, but I did like those Stars neon ones. I don't know how you feel about those.
Yeah, they're iffy for me. They are kind of cool though. They're so like the neon is kind of cool, but it's almost kind of video game like. It feels like something that a 10-year-old would make in NHL. Like, just make it as ridiculous as possible. But it definitely didn't look bad. Like, the bright green bounces off the black really well.
Yeah, as long as you actually can look half decent on the ice, that would be a good thing to go with it. But that did not happen yesterday. Yeah.
Yes, Joe Joe actually lives with Perlo. Joe has the same Seattle apartment as Perlo. No, he does have the same background, THG. TTV, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Vegas is here as well. Welcome. Thank you so much for watching. We are about ready to go here. Puck drop's about to happen. We've got Semyon Varlamov in goal for the New York Islanders. Igor Shesterkin is in the net for the New York Rangers. Shesterkin has been playing a lot better as of late compared to how we started the season. So that's obviously good news for the Rangers. And these teams are lined up. We're just about ready for puck drop, ladies and gentlemen. So please hit that subscribe button if you're new. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Both of those things help out the channel so much and are greatly appreciated. I cover the whole league, so no matter what team you're a fan of, you're welcome and wanted here. And we are underway. The Isles take the opening draw. They dump it in now to the Rangers' end. Coming in on the forecheck, Rangers to the corner. I can't even say New York. I have to differentiate Rangers and Islanders because they're both New York for this one. And that's going to be a quick early icing here against the Rangers. Just 16 seconds in, and we'll have an Islanders offensive zone draw. Brian, what's going on? Jack, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, guys.
Wes is doing this game, so that should be a good sign for the referee.
Oh, thank God. I love Wes McCauley so much.
Yeah, Wes McCauley's in this one.
Frank, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you guys so much all for being here as the Isles win that draw in the offensive zone. Frank. Here we go now. Rangers trying to break it out. Good stop there by Adam Fox. He has the puck in the corner, sends it behind the net to his D partner, Lindgren. Up and out. Right back in, though. Rangers couldn't control it in neutral ice. Lee tries to get that through to Barzal, but it doesn't connect. Barzal now trying to maintain possession, sends it back to Ryan Pulock. Pulock with a long shot, blocked down in front. Rangers come away with it. They're able to clear their crease and chip it down back to the Islanders' end. Back defensively now, the Isles. Behind their net, Pulock looking for a breakout play. Forecheck coming from the Rangers, not able to get there fast enough. Eberle through the neutral zone into the offensive end. Goes in wide to the far corner. Behind the net now, Isles with the puck. Back to the blue line, kept in by Mayfield. Long shot, Shesterkin makes a save. Rangers trying to chip it out. Puck still down in the corner. Good job keeping it in the offensive zone there. And now the Isles not able to keep it in. We're going to have a penalty call coming up.
Yeah, he got ripped down. I was going to say.
Yeah, one of the Rangers players got hooked down here. And we're going to have Michael Dalcole headed to the penalty box. Offensive zone penalty for Dalcole. And that's going to put the Rangers on the power play. The first man advantage opportunity of the game.
Yeah, he completely just grabbed him and brought him. That was a bad early penalty taken by Dalcole. They should have been able to get better positioning on him than that. The one guy coming down the ice prior to that, though, was Eberle on that transition, and he's having a heck of a start to the season thus far, playing more aggressive, shooting the puck more. I believe he has 4 or 5 goals on the season thus far, so definitely playing with a little bit more spunk in his game since he was able to have a pretty solid end of the postseason last year.
Yeah, for sure. Sasha, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Kevin, welcome to the stream. Thank you for watching. Rangers on the early power play here. Not a smart penalty to take by Michael Dalcole in the offensive zone. Gonna really hope that the Islanders can kill this one off because that's not an area of the ice where you need to take penalties. There's just no point to it. It wasn't a dangerous play for the Rangers at all. They were just trying to break out of their zone. Isles do a good job on the PK, though, and they take that one away. Clutterbuck dumps it all the way down. We're about 2 minutes into the first. 1:20 remaining on the power play for the New York Rangers. Adam Fox starting the rush from behind his net. Now he gets it to the neutral zone and then passes it back. Trying to gain some speed now through the neutral zone, but Buchnevich has it poked away, and Pajot chops it out to neutral ice. Here we go now. Pajot clears that one again. We're under a minute remaining on the power play.
Oh, Simmons is out 6 weeks.
Yeah, Wayne Simmons has a broken wrist. He's out 6 weeks for the Leafs. That's a tough loss for them.
That's a big loss.
Here come the Rangers now back into the zone, trying to get set up with a power play. They haven't been able to do anything with it yet, and the Islanders clear that one all the way down again. Down to 35 seconds on the man advantage. About three minutes into the first here. Rangers with time for another rush. They bring it back into the offensive zone now, trying to get set up. Good shot here. Second chance opportunity from Panarin gets blocked as well. And the Isles clear that all the way down. 12 seconds remaining. That's just about going to do it for the Rangers power play chance.
What a play to block. That looked like that was a goal, honestly, when he got it to him. I was
Yeah.
about to think that it was a goal, and somehow Islanders keep it out of the net there.
Yeah, so now Del Cole is out of the box. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Very solid penalty kill there by the New York Islanders. As you can see, guys, I have a special guest for this stream tonight. It's Joe from Sports Phanatic News and SteelFlyers.com. So Joe is a Flyers fan, and he is the third member of the Steel Flyers crew to hop on a stream with me so far this year. Peyton is the only one that we haven't had on yet, but I'm sure that Peyton will probably hop on in the future as this season goes along.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great play. Looking at that replay by Mayfield to tap it looked like he tapped
Yeah.
his stick out of the. Oh no, he ended up just hitting the puck. That was just a really nice play by him to be able to be the big guy in front of the net to box kind of everyone out, almost like a basketball play.
Yeah, that was a good defensive play there from Scott Mayfield. And now the puck's back to the neutral ice. Both teams fighting for it in front of the bench. Dumped in by the Islanders. 16:05 to go in the first. Rangers trying to
Thanks.
break out of their zone here. Shots on goal are 2-1 in favor of the Rangers so far. We're a little over 4 minutes in. Been a tight checking start to this. Rangers are the only team that's had a power play. They were unsuccessful, obviously. The score is still 0-0 as Barzal comes out of his own zone. Up to Mayfield, now to Eberle. Trying to get it deep. Mayfield goes after it, joining the play. And that one comes out now. Rangers coming back the other way. Isles got to get back. Shot on goal. Good defense there from Letty, and that shot gets deflected wide. Nice hit there by Anders Lee. Pucks along the sideboards here. Both teams going for it, and the Isles are going to get a breakout opportunity. They send it all the way up and chip it into the offensive zone now, but out behind the net. Rangers looking for a quick breakout. Isles on the forecheck. Rangers do clear to the neutral zone, and now they come into the offensive end. Good stand up at the blue line, though. Islanders coming back the other way. Brock Nelson, he stops at the half wall. Gets it deep now. Back to the point, and no one's home for New York.
That looked like a play from NHL 21 when I throw it back and nobody's there.
Rangers now just looking for a breakout play. They bring it to the neutral zone and dump it in. Isles, Rangers 0-0. Varlamov out behind his net. He sends it high off glass. Isles looking for a quick breakout. Here it comes. Through the neutral zone and now into the offensive end. Kept in the zone at the point here by Noah Dobson. Dobson just sends it deep. Pajot and Komarov after it in the corner. Good forecheck here for the Isles. Rangers. Oh, huge hit from Pajot. As the Rangers defenseman was trying to clear it out. They do get it out of the zone, but Pajot absolutely hammered that Rangers D-man down in the corner.
He's a guy that's fun to watch. Just plays the game the right way.
Oh, yeah.
Has seemed to got more offense out of his skates since going to New York.
I love
Plays
JG
great PK.
Pajot.
Yeah, PK power play guy. Those guys are not easy to find. If you have a guy that can do it both, they're great to have on your franchise.
Absolutely, as the Isles bring it right back in. Fourth line now on the ice. Oh, big hit there from Cal Clutterbuck taking out one of the Rangers. Rangers do clear it out to neutral ice, though. 13.5 left in the first. Hey, Derek, what is going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Bro, chance here. Rangers struggling to get out of their zone. And the Isles with a good forecheck here. Mikhail, what's going on? Now the Rangers come back the other way. Shot in there on Varlamov. He makes the save. Rebound chance. Varlamov stops it again.
Definitely moving a pretty good pace now the last couple minutes
yeah.
after the feel-out period at the beginning.
Pass into the middle. Anders Lee with a shot from the high slot. And Shesterkin makes a nice pad save on that. Chance here again. Mayfield gets a shot off. Barzal behind the net as it went wide. And the Rangers get it out.
Mayfield's having a good start. He was pesky on that play, too, trying to get it out from the blue line. So far, he's having a pretty nice start to this game.
Yeah, Mayfield's become a really solid defenseman for the Islanders. I remember watching him play in the AHL for Bridgeport for probably 2 or 3 years. He was down in the A. And I liked him a lot down there. He was always kind of a defensive guy. He was willing to fight. physical. But he's got really rounded out his game since coming up to the NHL, and I've really been impressed with him. So Rangers here, shot in on Varlamov, and Varlamov makes a nice shoulder save holding the post there. Now it's thrown back in by Eberle as the Islanders come into the Rangers zone. Oh, I'm super pumped that the Bucks won the Super Bowl. Oh, yeah. Super pumped that Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl. It was awesome to see. I was rooting for Tampa Bay hard in that one. Serotonin Metalhead, what is going on? Stefan from Sweden, what is going on? Welcome.
Sweden,
Thank
nice.
you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. As an Islanders player, I believe it's... Is it Del Cole? Or no, it was Wallstrom? Or 26.
Is that Wallstrom? I think that's Wally, isn't it?
Yeah, it is Wallstrom. For some reason, I thought he was like number 18 or something. He's 26 now.
The reason I remember...
No, Bavillier's 18. Yeah, he's 26.
Yeah, the reason I remember Wallstrom is 26 is my favorite number, as you know, from Chase. So anybody that's 26 is basically log-jammed in my brain.
I think Wallstrom wore a number in the teens in college, and that's why I thought like he was going to be a number in the teens. Now, Wallstrom's 26 on the Isles, and he just got driven into the net there by the Rangers defenseman. They'll get an offensive zone face-off out of it. Connor, what is going on? Isaac, thank you for the update. 1-0 Toronto. Thank you for that update. I will update the sticker at the next stoppage. Really appreciate that. Yeah, he was 18 in college, THG, at Boston College. That's why I still had that number in my head. But obviously, Bavillier's 18 on the Isles, so Wallstrom's 26. As now here come the Islanders out of their zone. Martin's pass into the middle, taken away by the Rangers, but he gets it right back. Now it's thrown in, and Cizikas comes in on the forecheck. Nice hit there on Keandre Miller. 11 minutes to go in the first. Rangers trying to break out of their zone. They do. Cross-ice pass. Up into the offensive end now. Here comes the Rangers. Still scoreless in the first period of this one. Hey, Perlo's here. What is going on, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you stopping in. Into the offensive end now.
He joined from the BPAL channel.
Yep.
Yeah. The channel we never use. I'm sure he probably did that by accident, honestly.
Avatar, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. The Isles are able to clear this one. Barzal with speed now into the offensive zone. Gets it knocked off his stick. He tried one of those stop moves there. I don't think he had any idea. That there was a guy behind him, and Gauthier just took that puck right away. Sports Geeks, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here as the Rangers dump it in. We are exactly halfway through the first period. Dobson with it now behind his own net, looking for a breakout. Perlo's on his regular channel now. What's going on, Perlo? Thanks for watching. We're under 10 minutes to go in the first. We're still scoreless between the Isles and Rangers. That one poked away in the neutral zone. Isles take possession back. They go off the boards and out. Brought back in by the Rangers, so they get the puck to the middle, but good defense there from Andy Green. Green takes a hit, though. Rangers on the forecheck. Eberle's able to chip it out. No, he doesn't get it out. In that good keep in there by New York, by the Rangers. And now pass in front, and that one just doesn't connect cleanly. Good offensive opportunity here, though, for the Rangers.
That was a really nice play by Howden. I think that was. Like I said, he can basically name numbers with them, but it looked like Howden behind the net there holding the puck to create that chance.
Now the Rangers still cycling in the offensive zone. Pass in front doesn't connect, though, and the Isles are going to get a breakout chance. Eberle up ice now, 1 against 2. He just fires one blocker side that Shesterkin sends up and out of play with 8:50 remaining in the first. Hey, it's all good, Sports Geeks. No problem. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Avatar's here as well. What a legend. Thank you guys all so much for watching. We got a stoppage in play here and a commercial break with 8:50 remaining in the first period. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Remember to please subscribe if you are new and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Both of those things help out the channel so much and are greatly appreciated. I cover the entire NHL, so no matter what team you're a fan of, you're welcome and wanted here. As you can see, we have a very special guest on the stream here tonight. It's Joe from Sports Phanatic News and SteelFlyers.com. Really appreciate Joe coming on tonight, and you having fun so far?
Yeah, I really appreciate you having me on. I was going to say that closeout of Eberle shooting is kind of the prime example of what I said at the intro, where he's been more aggressive this year. Normally, I think in the past, you would see him try to use his speed to come in and then get the puck taken from him. Where this year, you actually see him, he was at the end of a shift to use his wherewithal and skill to be able to fire a pretty good shot to the blocker side.
Yep.
That's just Starkin had to save. So I like seeing Eberle playing a little bit more like his Edmonton days rather than more recently playing like a more aggressive player because he has the tools to put a lot more into the points totals than what he has done some years in New York.
Yeah, absolutely. Eberle's a guy that can really put up points if he gets going. I'm just updating the Toronto score here, so thank you guys for the updates. But yeah, Eberle's a guy with a lot of offensive potential who can put the puck in the net, and that was a good example of him you're better off getting the puck on net and getting a shot rather than just losing it and turning the puck over. So that's a good job there by Eberle to just fire the puck on goal, and they're going to get an offensive zone faceoff out of it.
Yeah, and that's the big benefit. You want to get as many offensive zone draws in the game as possible, and being more aggressive, getting more shots on net gives you a way better chance of doing so rather than kind of being like Arizona where you just don't shoot the puck. So it's definitely better to be that way than the other way, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Brendan is here. What's going on, Brendan? Welcome to the stream. Big Rangers fan in the chat. Tape to Tape is here as well. Welcome, Tape to Tape. Thank you so much for watching, both of you guys. Isles win that draw in the offensive zone, and we are back underway. Rangers cleared out to neutral ice, though. Thrown back in now by the Islanders. They're going in on the forecheck. Both teams still looking for the first goal of this game. It's 0-0 with 8.5 remaining in the first period. Good hit there behind the net now. Pajot after it. 8:20 left in the Rangers and Isles are going at it here, but no score so far. Rangers out shooting the Islanders 6-3. We got a big hit in the neutral zone, and both teams go to their respective benches as the Rangers dump that one in. We're going to get fresh legs for both teams here. Jacob, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Isles setting up now in the offensive zone. Fourth line out there. Back to the point. Mayfield walks the line. Long shot. That one gets blocked down. Rangers able to clear the zone. Here they come up ice. Into the Islanders' end. Trying to go wide. Now they stop on the half wall. Just send it in deep behind the net to the near corner. Zibanejad after it. Back to the point now. Kept in. I think that was Miller. It definitely was Miller keeping that in at the point. And now the Rangers are back behind the net. Stolen away, though, by Nick Leddy. Leddy goes up to Martin. Martin drops it back, and the Isles are able to clear the zone. They'll get fresh legs here. At least two new guys on the ice. Rangers dump it right back in, though, and go back in on the forecheck. Puck's in the corner. Panarin with it. Panarin back to the point. Long shot there. That one just goes wide. Ends up in the near corner. Rangers still in the offensive zone here with possession. Anders Lee with a chance to get it out. He's passed into the middle. Doesn't go anywhere. Rangers keep it. High slot now, and now back to the blue line. Rangers putting on the pressure here, looking for the first goal of this game. Pass into the front, doesn't connect. Second chance, and that's a great shot block there on Artemi Panarin.
Islanders again on Panarin, getting it blocked out when it looks like he's going to have a great scoring chance. Second time tonight. That's not going to work every time, though. You got to be able to get in front of them a little bit more and not rely on that every time.
And now we got a 2-on-1 back the other way. The New York Islanders pass to Bailey. And Bailey, wow, that was a slow developing one. The Rangers got back, and Bailey's pass back got taken away there by the Rangers. Harry Rice is here. What is going on?
How you doing, Harry? How's everyone doing? I think another guy joined while we were talking, too. He went back with Chris M.
Chris, what is going on, Chris? Welcome to the stream, both of you guys. Thank you both so much for being here. And we're going to head to another commercial break with 6:15 left in the first period. Still scoreless between the Isles and Rangers. P, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. I didn't make a prediction for this game. Nobody asked before, so I didn't do a prediction.
I didn't either because I had no idea who the hell was going to win. It's such a close matchup. On Pirlo's video, I did, like I said, I pled the fifth. I don't normally do that, but I just said
I guess I got to throw a prediction out there. I don't even want to. I don't even want it. This game's a 50-50 shot. I don't even want to predict this game. I just hope it's a one-goal game. No matter what happens, I hope it's a one-goal game.
Yeah, that's for sure. That would be helpful because you got that puck line for the thing. So yeah, that would obviously work out for you.
Avi's rooting for the Rangers, says Rangers keep pushing. Shots on goal. Thank you for the update, Vernon. 6-3 in favor of the Rangers. Islanders fan for life. What is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. This is Joe from Sports Phanatic News and SteelFlyers.com. His channel is linked in the description if you guys would like to check his channel out and subscribe to him. So Joe is here joining us for the stream tonight, and it's great to have him. So I really appreciate him coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. And so people know my channel, I'm a Philly fan first and foremost. My channel is all encompassing sports. I don't talk as much basketball. I talk mainly hockey, football, and baseball, but there is basketball in there as well. That's just the fourth thing. So it's all sports, all teams, whatever you want to talk about. And also, I'm going to be starting an AHL podcast in about a couple days or a week. I haven't decided if I want to do the first episode this week or next week.
A nice avatar. And yes, I do have a parlay tonight, a 4-bet parlay. I have the Islanders puck line for this game, which means either the Islanders can win the game and I win, or if they only lose by 1, I still win because the Islanders were the underdogs in this game. And then I have the over in the Toronto-Vancouver game. I have the over in the Tampa Bay-Nashville game, and I have the over in the Carolina-Columbus game as well.
Those are good ones. I like that. Good job. Nice parlay. And thank you, Avatar. I appreciate it. He said he's already subbed to my account.
Hey, that's awesome. Atticus, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. I am a Bruins fan, and Joe is a Flyers fan, Atticus. Hey, Vernon with the 5. Thank you so much, Vernon. Really, really appreciate that. Everyone get that dono hype in the chat. Vernon just dropped a 5 on the stream. Thank you so much, man. Very much appreciated. Now the Isles are setting up in the offensive zone. Long shot, and Shesterkin makes a nice save through traffic. And we got a stoppage here with 5:18 remaining. Still scoreless in the first. And the Isles will have an offensive zone face-off coming up here.
That was a big save. I mean, that's the Shesterkin we know, though. He wasn't making some of those big saves early on this year. Now he's back to it, and that's the guy you want to see every day if you're a New York Rangers fan.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gotten better as the season's gone along, without a doubt.
He has a sick mask, too. I love his mask.
Absolutely. King, what is going on? Welcome to the stream, King. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Offensive zone face-off, won back by the Islanders here.
Are you saying you're having trouble with the link to my channel? People that are saying they're having trouble with the link, because in that case, I can just post it in the chat if that's easier. I think that's what they're saying. They're saying they're having trouble with some link.
Well, it should probably just open up a new tab with your channel, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, let me just post. Get to the channel thing and just post it for them.
Dobson keeps that one in for the Islanders. We've got less than 5 minutes to go here in the first. Still scoreless between these New York rivals. Puck's in the corner. Hey, Christian, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping in and being here. Really, really appreciate it. I mean, the link is literally the URL for Joe's channel, so I don't know what's going on with that, but that's not anything on my end because the link is just Joe's channel. So that's
it might
that's
be
a
if you're
YouTube
running
problem.
Yeah, or if you're running too much on your computer in the background, if you're someone that minimizes stuff rather than, I just posted it in the chat though, rather than actually exiting, that could also be a reason.
And now it comes up and out. Rangers trying to get it into the offensive end now, just on sides. They dump it in deep. Brendan Lemieux coming on the forecheck. Lemieux lays a hit in the corner.
Another fun player to watch. He has a little bit. I agree with Pirlo on him. He has a little bit more skill in his stick, I think, than he shows on the fourth line. If you put him up in the lineup, he probably could do a tad bit more.
Yeah,
Brendan Lemieux.
but he's there for he's the toughness for the New York
Yeah.
Rangers for sure. As that one's cleared out by the Islanders. Shots on goal are now 8-6 as the Islanders start to close that gap a little bit. Rangers send it up ice through the neutral zone and into the offensive end. Zax, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Isles coming through the neutral zone. Poked off a Del Cole's stick, though. Rangers going to head to the bench here for a line change. 3 minutes remaining in the first period. Dumped in deep there by the Isles now. They go hard on the forecheck. Behind the net. 3 Rangers and 2 Islanders, and the Rangers come away with the puck. Now they move it up ice, over the red line and into the offensive zone. Drop pass. Now back down low. Pass in front and not able to get it through cleanly. Good chance there for New York. Just couldn't finish the play.
Man, the Islanders are just getting it at the last second here on 3 chances now. They're just
typical Islanders defense. Just make a goal-saving play at the last second.
That ain't going to work the whole 60, though. You got to figure out how to keep them out in front of the net at least a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. As Andy Green takes a hit there. Kept in at the blue line by the Rangers. Second chance, Isles get it out. Over the red line now and dumped into the Rangers' end. They'll go in on the forecheck with 2:05 remaining in the first. Back to the point now. Long shot there. That one wide of the net doesn't get on goal, and the Rangers try and chip it out. Not able to. Dobson keeps it in. Deflected in front, and a huge save from Shesterkin.
What a save. Oh, my gosh. I don't know how he reacted to that.
That was absolutely huge for Shesterkin to get his blocker and pad on that.
He reacted to that like he was like cat reflexes like there.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity there for the Islanders. We're down to a minute and a half now left in the first. Puck's behind the net. Fourth line out here for the Islanders. Back to Mayfield at the point. He goes D to D. Long shot in. That one goes wide. Cizikas finds it behind the net. He gets into the high slot. Clutterbuck with a shot blocked there. Rangers now trying to break it out. Cizikas steals it back, though, for the Isles. And now Mayfield's going to pinch to keep it in. Puck's down in the corner for the Islanders. Rangers come away with it, though. And they take a hit to make a play and get it out of the zone. Now Brendan Lemieux into the offensive end with 1 minute left. He just stops, waiting for some help. It looks like the Rangers got a line change here. Final minute of the first period. Still scoreless between the Isles and Rangers. That one goes in. Varlamov sends it to his defenseman in the corner. Up and off the boards and out. Cleared by the Isles. Now they come through the neutral zone. Into the offensive end. Barzal. He stops. High slot shot from the top of the circle in that one. Looks like Shesterkin got a blocker on it and sends it behind the net. Rangers trying to chip it out now. Bad pass back into the middle. They'll have to try the near side. They just go off boards now. Cross-ice pass into the offensive zone. Pelech plays it. Rangers keep it in, though. Isles will try and clear again. 15 seconds left in the first. Cut to the middle. Now Pulock jumping up into the play. He drops a pass to Barzal. Barzal has one of the Rangers falling down. Goes cross ice under 5 seconds. Long shot there. That one looks like it gets deflected wide, and that's going to do it. Pelech holds up at the last second as the horn sounds. And that is it for the first period, ladies and gentlemen. Islanders 0, Rangers 0. We have a scoreless game so far. It's been close. There's been chances on both sides, and it's been a good game, but no one's been able to crack either of these goaltenders yet. So we are now headed to the first intermission break, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Remember to subscribe if you are new. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Both of those things help out the channel so much and are greatly appreciated. I cover the entire league, so no matter what team you're a fan of, you're welcome and wanted here. I am joined, as you can see, by a special guest tonight. It is Joe from Sports Phanatic News and SteelFlyers.com as well. He does, obviously, great content with us at SteelFlyers and has a pretty good channel himself. So, Joe, really appreciate you coming on, and we've got some time to chat now at intermission as we wait for the second period to begin.
Yeah, I appreciate coming on. Also, somebody said, Sports Geeks, Nitty Gritty is your Reef and Jamie's channel that I also do stuff with. That is not my channel. My channel, Sportsman Ag News. If you scroll up a little bit, I did put the link in if the link wasn't working, which I just pasted again since it's saved. I just put the link in again for the channel in the chat. So I can just keep doing that if it's not working down there for people that want to just let me just post in the chat and I can just keep pasting it since I have it saved to my clipboard anyway. But just to make that easy. But yeah, I love this first period. There was a good back and forth play. The Isles did their typical Isles things and somehow saved Panarin 2 times at the last second. And then they did that again earlier. I thought Mayfield stood out for me in terms of the Islanders. In terms of the Rangers, someone that stood out was definitely Panarin. It's just he couldn't get a shot through. So once he can, though, that guy is going to put the puck in the net. And by the way, if you didn't see it, the Blue Jackets scored.
Oh, Columbus scored. Thank you for that update.
Yes.
I appreciate it. So it's 1-0 Columbus now over Carolina.
Yep.
Carbots, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. TTV, I said hi earlier. Hi. You don't need to say hi every 5 minutes in the chat.
I think he might be saying hi to everyone else that's joining. I think that's what I think everyone's that's joining TTV saying hi to. But Morgan Riley slammed one into the net against Holtby on a rebound that came out. That's how it became 1-0 Toronto in that game. Which I'm sure you agree. You probably think Toronto's going to take that one pretty easily against Vancouver.
Yeah, I figured Toronto would win that game. Not a lot of scoring so far, though, which I took a bunch of course, the night I took a bunch of overs, there's no scoring. Literally, there's like 8 million goals scored yesterday. You have a 6-5 game, a 7-4 game, a 4-3 game. There's 1 billion goals scored yesterday. And now today I take a bunch of overs, and there's 2 goals in the league scored to this point.
Thus far, yeah. Yeah, that's just the way that the world works, Once you take it, it goes, we're just going to throw you for a loop and see how you handle it.
Yeah.
Rather than going the same. My dad made that joke yesterday. He's like, yeah, the coin toss in the Super Bowl was most of the time heads rather than tails until you bet on it, and then that year's going to be tails. Like, it's just the way that things tend to work out for whatever reason.
Yeah, for sure. Lucas, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it.
The guy who scored out of all people for Columbus to give them the lead was Scott Harrington.
Huh. Wow. Yeah. I was expecting a lot more goals than that one as well.
Yeah, I think the game I expected a lot more goals in was honestly Edmonton and Ottawa being scoreless at the end of the first was not something I expected at all. You got Mike Smith back in his first game, who's usually overly aggressive. Good, solid goaltenders, just usually that over-aggressive allows 1 or 2 goals a game.
Yep.
Matt Murray is kind of the same thing and has been a basket case this far. But they have done good. The shots are 9-8 looking at it now, and it's 0-0 it looks like at the end of the first, looking at that update on NHL. So that's the most surprising one to me. Carolina plays a great defensive system as such with Columbus, so I ain't as surprised.
That game was 6-5 yesterday.
It was, yeah. I was more surprised by yesterday than I was today. I would have thought Columbus, with how Torch preaches, get in their head and like torture them on defense, and it's kind of the same with Brindamore. I didn't expect that game yesterday. I kind of expected more of a game like today, 8-4 shots. Columbus is losing in actually, but still we're able to pot the 1 goal. So
yep. Yeah, I just thought with Korpisalo playing 2 nights in a row, I thought he'd be tired. And then Nedeljkovic is in goal for Carolina, so I figured that he would be giving up goals because hasn't been all that great in his NHL appearances. But so far, only 1 goal scored.
Yeah, maybe we just got to make it opposite day all the time and just start thinking of things as opposites, and then we'll be more right half the time. Who knows?
Maybe that might be the way to go. Or there's going to be like 4 goals scored in the second period.
Yeah, exactly.
And some massive offensive explosion.
Yeah, the Ottawa game. It's just like Draisaitl and McDavid scoring 5, and then you got Stutz to score a hat trick in the second. And you're like, wait, when did it become 5-3?
Yep, yep.
What? Something like that.
Carbots is here. Yukio is here. What's going on? Underwater Levels, what is going on? Welcome to the stream, guys. Have you seen, Underwater wants to know if you've seen any AHL action yet. I haven't watched any AHL, but I'm not sure about you.
I did. Yeah, I have AHL TV. I've watched a couple games. I watched the first game of the season, of which your buddy Zach Session scored the opening goal of the AHL season.
Yep.
And then I watched the Phantoms game, which ended up being a great comeback win. Fitzgerald, who was actually Kevin Hayes' cousin, was able to score the game-winning goal there, as they had a great comeback win.
Nice.
Plus a little bit of different games with AHL TV. I would recommend it. It's only $45 for the whole league, to watch the whole league for the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely not too expensive. So I would definitely recommend it if you're someone that likes following the minors as well.
Yeah, Brad, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Says he's watching Hurricanes Blue Jackets. So that game, only 1 goal scored so far. I need another 5 goals scored in that one.
Scott Harrington, of all people.
There's still 2 periods left.
That's like Mark Stahl scoring yesterday. It's
yeah. Frank wants to know who you want to win. I really don't have a rooting interest in this game. It doesn't really matter to me. Obviously, I want it to be a 1-goal game for the Islanders puck line, but or the Isles to win. But even if the Isles lose, as long as it's only by 1, I still win. So I really don't have a rooting interest here. I don't know if you have a preferred team, Joe.
I don't. It doesn't matter. It's a battle in New York. It's fun to watch. First of all, that 1 goal people should watch Harrington's. That's hilarious. It bounced off of Svechnikov's back, hit the ground, and then went in.
Wild goal. Wild goal.
Hit Svechnikov's back, went behind Nedeljkovic, hit the blue paint, and then bounced it. And that was something that looked like it was in curling combined with like shot put or something.
Yeah.
Like that was the weirdest goal I've ever seen in my life. But that ended up working out for them, and that's how they got the goal. That was hilarious. So there we go. Now we know how Scott Harrington actually was able to get a goal. Dumb luck.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it goes in hockey a lot of the time, especially if you're a guy that doesn't score a lot. Sometimes it's the strangest goals that bounce in.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes that's also what gets your team going, and that could be for CBJ, who's been kind of in a limbo period of late.
Yeah. Caroline is here. What's going on, Caroline? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching. And Russell, as far as I know, the Avalanche are not yet allowing fans at games. So he asked if he should go to an Avalanche game this year. If they allow fans, yes, but as of right now, they're still not allowing fans.
Yeah, I didn't think they were either. I know somebody said the Iowa Wild are allowing some fans. Some AHL teams, or the Hershey Bears, or another team that did allow a few fans in when they played the Phantoms. Yeah, Lehigh Valley doesn't come home until January 20th, February 20th. Get your month straight, Joe.
Yeah.
Where that's their first home game that I'll be covering, so I'll let you know on that. I don't know entirely on what Lehigh's plans are. I would assume not, but who knows?
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see. But I know St. Louis is allowing 1,400 fans. Florida's been allowing fans the whole time. Arizona's been allowing fans since the start. Dallas is allowing fans. I think Detroit has a very small number allowed in. It's not even a big I think it might even be in the hundreds. It's close. It's close family and stuff like that. So it's not really the general public. Oh, good. Branson and Cassian went at it pretty good in that Oilers and Senators game. 2 guys that actually know how to fight, so it wasn't over in 5 seconds like half the fights in this league nowadays. They actually could throw.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I was just watching that highlight, and McDavid nutmeg through a defense and got a nice save there.
Yeah. McDavid goes through every defense, it seems.
Yeah, I don't think it matters if you're Carolina's defense or the Rangers' defense. McDavid's still going to figure out a way to get through you anyway. You could put out 6 Norris Trophy winners, and he'll just be like,
he'll still go around them.
Yeah, It's like, that's funny. You thought this should be more of a challenge? Screw you. And then he'll just go through everybody else and he'll just
Yep.
be like, I don't know how that happened.
Hey,
Like,
thank you, Brad. I appreciate that. This is one of my favorite hats, the old original 6. I absolutely love it. So thank you for the compliment. Much appreciated.
I have a puck that's hanging. It's
Mm-hmm.
actually above here, the old original 6 puck that has
Yep.
Boston. Then when the period break, I'll just grab it and show it to people. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So we are here at the first intermission, guys, waiting for the second period to begin at 0-0 between the Rangers and Islanders. And Joe's got an original 6 puck. That is really cool.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it
Yeah,
goes.
that's awesome.
I have one downstairs too that's been used, so this one actually has the stuff still on it.
Yep.
The one downstairs has like more scratched oil.
Yeah, for sure. But remember, guys, to please hit that like button. It helps the channel so much. And subscribe if you haven't yet as well. Both of those things are absolutely huge for the channel and really mean a lot. I cover the entire NHL, so no matter what team you're a fan of, you are welcome and wanted here. And it's sweet. We already got 40 likes on the stream, so I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you all so much.
41 now. You got one like as soon as somebody said, as soon as you were talking.
Yeah, perfect. Hockey fights have always had helmets on, like ever since helmets were a thing in the 80s, in the late 70s and 80s. Like, yeah, you punch the helmet half the time, but that's the way it goes. That doesn't stop anybody. You just keep throwing. Even when there were 3 fights a game back in the 80s, they had helmets on.
Some guys would rip them off, but standard, you would have helmets on. Like,
yeah,
I remember
you still had helmets on a lot of the time. They would punch them off is what they would do. I remember watching some great fights, especially Bob Probert. He would literally punch the opponent's helmet off. Like, he would hit you so hard. He would absolutely hammer helmets off.
Yeah, Philly had Riley Cote would do that. He would punch a guy's helmet off. Sometimes he would prefer, because of his long locks of hair, to fight without the helmet, so he would take his own helmet off. Like, that happens sometimes, but it's not recommended because a helmet is your best line of protection.
Yeah, now they stop fights as soon as a helmet comes off so that no one will smash their head on the ice, which is kind of obnoxious because they end up breaking up fights that they have no business trying to break up, that we're like, just let them go. It's freaking hockey. Like, people punch each other. That's the way it is. Like, just get out of the way linesman, until the fight's over. That's the number one thing that pisses me off, is when linesmen jump into fights that are still obviously going on, and they just jump in. It's like, get the hell out of the way.
Yeah, Dave Schultz was a madman. I actually met him in the bar at Wells Fargo Center in the Cadillac.
Dave Schultz is a legend.
Hammer. I was wearing his
absolutely love Dave Schultz.
He tapped me on the back, and it took me 2 minutes because I was a little intoxicated to figure out it was Dave Schultz. So I was like, oh crap, this is Dave Schultz. But yeah, he's a nice guy. He's a really nice guy in person. But yeah, he still looks like he could fight half of the league nowadays.
Oh, he'd destroy most of the league, I think.
Yeah, still probably. Yeah, like, the dude's still in great shape. He's still huge. Like, that's what's good about some cities like Boston that you're a fan of, Philly, even LA out west does a pretty good job. They bring in the old people. They have the bars. They have the locations at the stadiums that all of them come in and still commingle with the fans during non-COVID time. And that's just great to have all that connections compared to some teams like Florida and like stuff like that don't bring that in, or the Jets that don't even honor the Thrashers' heritage pretty much. Like,
oh yeah,
it's just not the same. It's nice to actually honor the heritage.
Oh yeah, Winnipeg could care less that they used to be the Atlanta Thrashers. That's like a forbidden topic for them, is that they were ever Atlanta.
Yeah, it's stupid too, because Ilya Kovalchuk's one of the best players to play for your franchise, and he's the only guy sometimes you're mentioning because he's Ilya Kovalchuk. But you shouldn't sometimes mention Ilya Kovalchuk. He was one of the best players. That would be like if the Capitals moved somewhere else and they're just like, well, Nicholas Backstrom was on the Capitals. So, like, obviously you would still mention Ovechkin because you have to. But it would be like, so we're just not going to mention him anymore. It's like, what? like that would just make no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, no, they don't seem to care too much about the whole Atlanta thing. And Calgary, you never hear really much about the Atlanta Flames either before they
No,
went to Calgary. It seems like
Atlanta's just getting
nobody wants to talk about Atlanta because it's failed twice now as an NHL city.
Yeah, Atlanta's, but you still should have that history. The Atlanta Flames are another perfect example. I mean, people don't care about the Thrashers as much as you can't even. At least you can get the Atlanta Flames logo when you create an expansion team in NHL.
Yeah.
You can't even get the Thrashers logo. That's how much the NHL doesn't care about the Thrashers.
The Thrashers had some cool uniforms too. Those powder blue
Yeah,
Thrasher uniforms were sick. Like I would get a Kovalchuk one of those because he was he was so good for them, and people forget how good Kovalchuk was because he left like right kind of in the prime of his career when he went back to Russia for those like 5 or 6 years. Like if he had stayed in the NHL for that length of time, his NHL numbers would have been unbelievable.
Yeah, Kovalchuk was a beast during his time there, and those jerseys are really fly. I think I remember someone wearing them when we used to have those dress down days in grade school. And yeah, they pop big time with Kovalchuk. They're really nice. That's definitely a good jersey to get for sure. But that's why I think you should mention them more because you could sell old school merchandise. That's the one only thing that people still love about the old Thrashers franchise was their uniforms.
Yeah, because the team wasn't good. They only made the playoffs once.
Yeah, the team was a disgrace. So you might as well take advantage of the one thing that people like, and they just for
the
some
cool
reason,
uniforms.
Yeah, they just don't do that. It makes no sense at all.
Yep. All right, guys, we should be getting close to the end of intermission here. Hopefully, we get some second period action going. So we're just at commercial break now. I mean, Kovalchuk was barely in the playoffs. Kovalchuk only made the playoffs, I think, a couple of times. I mean, in that first NHL stint, because the Thrashers only made it 1 year.
Yeah, he wasn't in there much until when he came back, and then you can't really count that as disappearing in the playoffs at that point of his career because he wasn't even the same player overall. He was just a chip-in goal scorer at that point.
Yeah, he was a third liner when he came back. So he made the playoffs only once with Atlanta, and they got swept in the first round. He had a goal and an assist in that series, but Atlanta was terrible. They barely made the playoffs that year. Then he made it the first year with New Jersey. He had 6 points in 5 games, and they lost in the first round. But he was still a point-per-game player. And then the year that New Jersey went all the way to the finals, he had 19 points in 23 games in 2012. And then he came back with Washington, but that was in his second stint. He did nothing with the Capitals in the playoffs last year. But for the most part, he didn't disappear in the playoffs. The Atlanta year, the team was terrible, and he had a couple points. And then with New Jersey, he was over a point per game the first year, and he had 19 points in 23 games the second year.
Yeah, I definitely want to say he's disappeared in the playoffs. I mean, he doesn't have enough of a track record to go off of for the playoffs.
Yeah, to me, that Atlanta year doesn't count. That team was horrible.
Yeah, like it would kind of be like if someone in baseball said Mike Trout disappeared in the playoffs when he hasn't really been in the playoffs. So, yeah, I don't think he's really disappeared in the
We are back underway here. Second period, guys, still scoreless, and the Islanders are breaking out of their zone. Yeah, Panthers are off to a decent start, Brad. It'll be interesting to see if they're that one of those teams that does make is. Eberle goes off the pipe! Oh my! Jordan Eberle had a 1-0 lead on his stick, and he rings the pipe for the Islanders. What a chance there, and now the Rangers are coming back the other way. Rangers into the middle there. Pass doesn't connect. Eberle steals it now and clears his zone for the Isles. We are underway in the second period. About a minute and a half in.
Eberle's just firing away tonight. He's firing
he's
on
getting shots. That's good. Long shot here from the point. That one gets blocked on the way through. Brock Nelson tied up. Isles get possession, though. Eberle finds the puck. Goes back to the point. D now to Green. Green throws it towards goal, and that deflects up and out of play. With 18:21 remaining in the second period, we'll have a face-off coming up here. Still scoreless between the Islanders and the Rangers.
What a great start by Eberle, though. I mean, I said it before the game. It turns out he's performing well. It's nice when you say things and things actually happen, rather than being wrong. But Yeah, I mean, I love him. I've always loved him as a player, and I obviously watching him in New York has been a little tough as a Flyers fan, but I mean, still love him. Still plays the game the right way. Having his best season this year, I think he'll be a big part of them making it as the 4th seed if they do such.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Victoria. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for watching. Shot here. Big stop there by Shesterkin on Wahlstrom. Isles keep it in the offensive end. Wahlstrom along the sideboards, fighting for it, trying to get it deep to Pajot. Rangers send it out, though. They get it out, chip it over the red line. Isles send it right back in, though. Here comes Wahlstrom, and he gets knocked off the puck there. Good defense from the Rangers. That one's cleared out now. Rangers coming the other way into the offensive end. 3-on-2. Pass in. Shot. Saved by Varlamov. Rebound. Not able to get it cleanly on goal. Rangers have possession again in the offensive zone, though. Back to the point. Now down deep to the corner. Trying to throw it in front. It ends up behind the net. Isles trying to chip it out. And they do. They get it up and out of the zone. No icing on the play. 17.5 left in the second period. Still scoreless here between these New York rivals. Adam Fox with it. He just curls back as Matt Martin pressures him in the neutral zone. Now it's thrown in by the Rangers. Varlamov leaves it behind the net for Green. Green goes off glass. Gets some help from the winger, and the Isles clear it out. Puck's in the neutral zone now. Over the red line. Clutterbuck not able to get it deep, though. Rangers take it back, and they're coming into the Islanders' end. Drop pass. Top of the circle shot. That one gets blocked. We got a huge collision of players now in the offensive zone.
Whoa.
I have no idea what just happened there, but like 4 bodies just went down.
That was dominoes. I don't know what. That one guy looked like he got hit by something.
Yeah, that was crazy. Now here come the Rangers right back into the offensive end. Cizikas with a hit on Lemieux. Lemieux tries a cross-ice pass. Martin sends it back to the neutral zone. Rangers enter the zone again. Trying to get a pass through the middle. No one's home there for the Rangers. Isles come back the other way. Pelech jumping up into the play. Enters the zone for the Isles. Sends it in behind the net. Rangers now trying to get it out of their zone. Long shot there, and a nice stop by Shesterkin. And then Anders Lee was right in Shesterkin's grill at the end of that play. 16:06 remaining in the second period. And we've still got a scoreless game here between the Isles and the Rangers, as these two teams have played lockdown defense so far in this one.
Yeah, at some moments, last second lockdown defense, but yeah, they definitely played some solid defense for sure. Sometimes you just got to do it last second.
Yeah, we've seen that quite a bit, especially from the Islanders.
Somebody score in a game.
No, I'm just updating. The 8 o'clock games are about to begin.
Oh, yeah.
8 o'clock games are about to begin.
Tampa, Nashville, Arizona, St. Louis. I wonder if St. Louis can pull 3 straight losses to the Arizona Coyotes.
That would not be good for the Blues, to say the least.
No, definitely not.
Rangers now in the offensive end, but the Isles come away with the puck. They're going to break out here. Pulock up through the neutral zone. Not able to cleanly get it into the offensive end, though. Isles will have to tag back up to get on side, and that gives the Rangers a free breakout. Now here come the Rangers. Offensive zone. Pass into the middle. Shot! Big save there by Varlamov. What a stop there by Semyon Varlamov on Artemi Panarin. 15:19 left in the second, and we're still scoreless thanks to a phenomenal save there. Getting across was Varlamov.
Again, Panarin with a great ample opportunity again, and this time it's the goaltender Varlamov stopping them in front rather than them getting a last-second block. I mean, the dude's buzzing.
Who was that on the back check for the Islanders doing absolutely nothing while Varlamov Panarin ripped that off?
Yeah, his number was kind of slanted this way, so I was trying to look. I couldn't tell myself. I don't think it was Green, because I would just imagine
No, it was a forward. It was 20-something. Yeah. I think it might have been Wahlstrom.
That could have been. Well, that would have made sense if it was Wahlstrom.
Oh, yeah. Talk about not having any awareness of where the Rangers player was. As we got another Rangers shot there from Boteto. That one deflects wide. Rangers setting up in the offensive zone now. Good hit behind the net on Dobson, excuse me. Back to the point, kept in at the blue line by the Rangers. Chance again into the middle. Shot! That one somehow stays out. Rangers still with possession, though. Under 15 minutes to go now in the second period. Isles desperately trying to break out of their zone. Good step up there. Oh, that was a hit up high.
Yeah,
Ref
I
does
don't know.
not
Did they
call
not
it. One of
call
the
that?
Islanders players just got caught up high with that hit. The step up by the Rangers, but no penalty on the play. Rangers bring it right back in, deflected in front, and it just goes wide.
I think that was Wallstrom again that got drilled. That was 20-something. That looked bad. I don't know how they missed that.
And now the Isles are going to send the puck all the way down. That's icing, and we get a stoppage here with 4:11 remaining in the second. And that was Wallstrom who took the hit up high. The Rangers defenseman stepped up and caught him up in the chin. But no penalty call on the play, and now the Rangers get an offensive zone faceoff after this icing here. Physicality in this game is definitely come in spurts. It's come in spurts, but it's definitely this last shift and a half is really picked up. As we get a big shot there and a save by Varlamov. Right off of the faceoff, Rangers still in the offensive zone. Trying to get a pass out in front. Now the puck's in the corner. Brendan Lemieux looking to do something with it. He gets taken down. Couple of Islanders after it. Trying to break out. No stick, though, for Clutterbuck, and that allows the Rangers to keep it in. Clutterbuck broke his stick. He's down a piece of wood there, and now we got a stoppage and a hooking call. Someone's headed to the penalty box here. Is this going to be on the Rangers or the Islanders? I didn't see the play.
I think it was behind the play.
Lemieux and Green with a little chat after the whistle here. Referee was definitely calling a penalty there, but
my presumption would have to be Islanders, excuse me, because as you said, Clutterbuck got caught with the stick out of his hands. Normally, that's when a team will take a penalty like that because you're running around.
We'll see when we come back which team's on the power play. But we are at the first commercial break of the second period. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Ty, Let's Go Bruins, and Mason, welcome to the stream. Thank you guys so much. Seahawks for life. Cameron, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Please remember to subscribe if you are new and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet, guys. Both of those things help out the channel so much and are greatly appreciated. No, I do not have BitChute, Ty. I do not. But I cover the whole league, so no matter what team you're a fan of, you're welcome here, and we really, really appreciate you all coming on. As you can see, I am joined by a special guest tonight. It's Joe from Sports Phanatic News and SteelFlyers.com. Joe's channel is linked in the description. If you would like to check out his channel, we really appreciate him coming on, and it's nice to have you, Joe.
Yeah, and I keep, because for some reason, for some people, it's not working. That is it posted in the chat again. If it doesn't, who knows with technology? Technology can be technology. That's just the easiest, simplest way to put that. But Zibanejad, everybody Seahawks for life needs him to get going. Whether you have him on your fantasy team or not, he's a player that broke out last year and just hasn't been the same since. So you're definitely looking to see him do a little bit more there. That is for sure.
Yeah. Diane, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Looks like the hooking call is going against the Islanders here. Noah Dobson. So that's going to put the Rangers to the power play.
Yeah, it was a clear shot hook. I don't know what. Yeah. He just kept grabbing him.
We are back underway. The Rangers setting up on the power play here. And Clutterbuck, now who has a stick, sends that one out of play. And is that going to be a delay of game? Or did that stay below glass height? Quinn Hughes fan, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Looks like no penalty on the play, but it's going to be an neutral zone draw, so that must have gone off a Ranger and out.
Huh. I guess. I didn't think it did, but I guess it did.
Yeah, the faceoff's coming in the neutral zone now. Rangers still on the power play here. 13:38 left in the second. 1:53 remaining on the power play, and...
Did that go out of play on the faceoff?
That faceoff literally just went into the bench. What is going on here? They're going to have to redo that draw. It immediately goes into the bench. And now Cizikas and Zibanejad both jump, and then Zibanejad wins it back. And now the Rangers try and get it into the offensive zone, and they can't get it by the blue line. So the Rangers have to regroup in their own end now. Here we go now up through the neutral zone. Still a minute and a half of power play time. Good drop pass there. Cross ice now. Top of the circle. Sent down low. All the way around. Panarin on this side. Panarin now. Top of the circle. Rips a shot. That one just goes wide. Rangers trying to keep it in. Back to Panarin. He has it at by the hash marks of the face-off circle. Now the other side. Face-off dot. Shot in. Varlamov with the save. Rebound. Trying to find it in front. Both teams digging away here, and we've got a little bit of a scrum going on. And we got some pushing and shoving after the whistle as Mayfield and Cizikas are in there. Zibanejad's in there. Buchnevich. 12:45 left in the second. A minute left on the power play. And Varlamov somehow found that one to cover it up.
Rugby scrum, that's what I would call that. That's
Absolutely.
one of those old school rugby scrums you love to see as a guy that's definitely old school with the hockey. The game, I'm old school with most sports, actually, just as a hint to me. For people.
I'm very old school with hockey.
Yeah, so that's a good way to know why I don't like the current commissioner in baseball. We'll just leave it at that. But I'm definitely old school and love to see those scrums.
Kane's game is 1-1 now. Thank you so much for the update. Also, Kyle, thank you for the Ottawa update. So, Canes have tied that game up at 1. Definitely not getting the unlikely to get these overs with the lack of scoring so far tonight.
Yeah. Did you pick the over in the Carolina-Columbus game too? Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
That game's had more scoring than the Toronto game.
Yeah.
That one's cleared all the way down by the Isles. 30 seconds left of power play time. Rangers, time for one more rush here. Looking to take a lead. Thrown into the offensive zone. Now they're looking to get set up. Isles doing a good job on the PK so far in this game. We got a fight in the Tampa Bay Nashville game. That is fantastic, Logan. Thank you very much for the update. Final seconds of the power play here for the Rangers. Have not been able to really get anything going on it. That one little scrum in front was their best chance, and now they pass it out of the zone. It's cleared. Penalty is over, and here comes Brock Nelson, shorthanded, and that one gets blockered by Shesterkin. Huge stop there. Rangers now coming back the other way with numbers. Pass doesn't connect, though, and they'll just have to go with a chip in here. 11.5 remaining in the second.
That's
David, okay, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. So Diane in the chat is actually David.
Would assume probably the significant other of the person that has the actual account.
Or it's his mom's account.
Yeah, or that, yeah.
Long shot in, that one goes wide. Ticking towards the halfway point of this game, Islanders and Rangers still 0-0, but not for the lack of chances on either side. Goaltenders have held strong, though. Rangers off their stick. Stolen away there now. Islanders get it out. Over the red line. Trying to get it into the offensive end. The Rangers stand up, though. Then the Rangers D-man falls down. We got some pushing and shoving right outside of the zone, and the Isles bring it back in. Rangers take possession, though. Here they come up ice. Into the Islanders' end. 10:35 left in the period. Pass into the middle. Now on the side, and that's a nice save by Varlamov. Gets a stop on the rebound chance as well.
Goalies have been money in this game.
Goaltenders have been phenomenal in this game. Shesterkin and Varlamov. Isles back into the offensive end now, looking for some chances of their own. That one, Shesterkin, through traffic, gets a pad on. Hope Glory, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping in. Appreciate it. We're right at the halfway point of this game. Second period still scoreless. Rangers and Isles in a very low-scoring affair. Rangers, though, long shot from the point. That one smothered by Varlamov, and he covers it up with 9:53 remaining. And we are going to head to commercial break here. 0-0, but not without the lack of chances, as both of these goaltenders are holding very, very strong. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Please remember to subscribe if you are new and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Both of those things help out the channel so much and are greatly appreciated. I cover the entire NHL, so no matter what team you're a fan of, you're welcome and wanted here. And as you can see, I am joined by a very, very special guest, Joe here from Sports Phanatic News. His channel is linked in the description, and I'll throw it in the chat as well if you would like to subscribe to Joe. And he Also from SteelFlyers All Sports Network, as my show is in partnership with the SteelFlyers All Sports Network, obviously. So Joe is another friend from the SteelFlyers crew who's come on for a stream, and we're definitely glad to have you here, Joe. And we got quite a tight game going on here between these two.
Yeah, definitely glad to be on. This is a great battle. You got the Rangers getting a little bit more of the high percentage chances, I would say, with a few more. I think it's 6 more shots as of right now than the Islanders. And then you have a couple great chances on the other end that Varlamov is, or excuse me, on the other end that Shesterkin's looking very good at when he gets the opportunity, like right through on that last one, getting through it through traffic. And yes, Seahawks for life. I am a Flyers fan. That's my primary team, but to make you happy, the other 3 teams I cover are the California teams, and I'm sure you're a fan of one of those 3, being a Seahawks fan potentially, or maybe you're a fan of one of Canada's teams. So who are you a fan of, Seahawks for life? Sometimes Seattle people are either up or one of California's teams. Oh, by the way, if you didn't update, the Senators did score.
Senators up 1-0?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, thank you. Hey, Brian, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it, man. Great to have you in the chat, as always, as we are back underway here. The Rangers and Islanders going at it. A lot of tying up off the face-off here. Then a hit from behind by Pollock. They're letting them play here tonight. This has been a pretty physical game as the Islanders are trying to break out of their zone here. Seahawks for life is an Oilers fan. There we go. David, okay, hi, welcome. Big hit down in the corner there by the Islanders. Ooh. That was Clutterbuck hammering one of the Rangers.
I don't know who that was. He got taken out.
Now the Rangers trying to chip it into the Isles end, but Isles send it right back out. Through the neutral zone. Big step up there on Pajot.
Seahawks for life. Draisaitl's my favorite player, not on the Flyers in all of hockey. I actually wrote an article last year that nicknamed him the German Spectacle. That's how much I like Leon Draisaitl. So that just keeps that simple with my love for Draisaitl.
Yeah. We're under 9 minutes now to go in the second period. Hey, Arthur, thank you so much for subscribing, everybody. Welcome Arthur to the channel, newest subscriber. Everyone, please give him a warm welcome in the chat and welcome to be him to be part of the Ottawa hockey community here. 8:46 left in the second. Barzal is yapping with one of the Rangers here. I think it's Panarin.
Yeah.
And wow, this game's starting to pick up with the animosity for sure.
Chippiness, I love it. Like we said, we're old school. We love that chippiness, and I'm great to see it in the Battle of New York that you're always looking for, especially between 2 stars like that are not always the ones that are be on the chippy side.
I love when star players get physical like that.
For sure.
And now the Rangers win the faceoff back in their own zone. Lindgren to his D partner looking for a breakout. That should be Fox. Fox sends it up and out. Now here comes New York into the offensive end. Arthur, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much. Very, very much appreciated as we've got 8.5 to go here in the second period. This is Joe from Sports Phanatic News and SteelFlyers.com, Brian.
I put the link, Brian, if you want to check out my channel there, since it's not working for everybody in the chat because of technology. Who knows? Just a simple way to put it.
A link to his channel is in the chat as the Rangers dump that one in. Trying to get set up in the offensive zone now. Puck's in the corner, now back to the point, to the middle. Kept in again at the blue line, but that one gets blocked, and now the Islanders chip it out. Over the red line and up into the offensive zone. Here comes Barzal. Barzal with a good pass. Shot! And by Eberle, and that one goes high over Shesterkin.
Eberle with another beautiful opportunity.
Absolutely, as we're down now 7:35 left in the second and both teams fighting for it. Now it goes behind the Rangers' net. Barzal and Lindgren. A lot going on there as Pelech knocks down one of the Rangers trying to enter the zone, and the Islanders send it right back out. Here they come up ice with speed. Sent in deep now as the Rangers get back. Bailey after it. Some help from Del Cole, but the Rangers are able to clear. Now they come through the neutral zone. Taken down at the blue line, and I think that's going to get whistled down for offsides. Are they going to call a penalty for interference here? Maybe not. Vancouver tied the game.
Yeah. I was just about to say that too. Once we had a stoppage, I
Thank
saw it
you
on
for
my.
that update. Vancouver tied it. Avatar and Will, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for the update, guys. I appreciate you all commenting. Thanks for joining us. I'm glad to be able to join tonight. Everly's been buzzing around. Panarin's been buzzing around.
Oh, yeah.
Barzal got to do it there. It's been a great back and forth action in this game. Just waiting for the first goal.
Rangers trying to get it in the offensive zone now. There was no penalty on the play. It was just offsides. Here come the Rangers. Face-off shots and a nice glove snag there by Varlamov. 6:55 left, and he's rips that one out of the air.
Varley, I actually like the goaltenders that exacerbated a little bit more rather than just the calm. I like those goalies that grab it and do the whole
Oh, yeah. He
thing. It makes
snagged that one. Shot from the right above the face-off dot, and he just reaches the gloves out and grabs it.
Yeah, great save by Varley. Wicked. So does that say SoCal or 50 cal? That says, but either way,
THG, yeah.
wicked. Okay, gotcha. But yeah, great save.
Face-off won back by the Islanders now defensively under 7 minutes to go in the second period. Still looking for the first goal of this game. Cleared out now. Rangers send it right back in over the blue line here. And nice hit by Pulock, though, to take the puck. Here comes Pajot back the other way. He tries to get around the defenseman. He sends it into the Rangers zone. Harden on the forecheck now. Third line out here. Rangers clear, though. Back over to neutral ice and into the offensive zone. And they're offsides entering the zone. And we got some more pushing and shoving after the play.
Oh.
And NBC's going to go to commercial in the middle of a giant scrum.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me, NBC? Take your stupid ad down and show us the fight.
Yeah, I hate when they do that. That's why I like NHL TV more because it shows you the local people.
What an absolute joke.
Yeah. The local stations never clear away from the fight.
And now they come back after it's over. Lemieux was involved. Komarov was involved. I know that there were more players than that. You could see the pushing and shoving starting as soon as they, right before they went back to that, went back from the commercial. Oh, now they're going to show a replay. So it was originally Komarov and Rooney, and then Pellet came in with Lemieux, and it broke up fairly quickly after that, and there were no penalties on the play, so we are just back underway here. 6:15 left in the second. Isles in the offensive zone now. Fourth line for them is on the ice. Rangers able to come out, though. Here they come up ice and finally bring it into the offensive zone. That's going to be offsides again, I believe. And it is, as we get another stoppage here with 6:05 remaining.
Yeah, that was a very nice play there. I mean, I think this game's just going to be great back and forth. I wouldn't be surprised at this point with how this game's going if it just ends up being a 1-0 end at this point. It's just great back and forth affair. You got chances galore at one end, then you get a quick 2-minute run by the other team. This is definitely, I think this is my favorite game this season I've actually watched this for, and it's great to be able to be on your channel to join you to do it for a great back and forth 0-0 game.
Hey, I appreciate you being here, as that's a quick icing right off of that face-off by the Islanders, and it's going to come back down to their zone now.
Agreed, red rubber.
5:52 left in the second, and it's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Rangers. Still looking for our first goal in this one. Isles 0, Rangers 0. It's been a lot of back and forth play, but nobody's been able to solve one of these goaltenders yet. There's coming in is Strome to take the face-off, and he wins it back, but it gets by the defenseman, and the Rangers are going to have to go all the way back down to regroup here. 5:40 now left in the second period as they come through the neutral zone. Panarin back to his defenseman. Over the red line now and dumped into the offensive end. Definitely, Kyle, definitely. I don't say that word until the game is over because I don't want to jinx either of these goaltenders, but it's definitely possible.
For sure. Yeah, it's definitely potential for a shootout game, if not a 1-0 game, for sure. By the way, Columbus scored again. It's 2-1.
Hey, there we go. A few more goals in that one at least. Unfortunately, the Vancouver and Toronto game is not helping me out. I still need 3 more goals in that Columbus game. And need a lot more goals in that Vancouver-Toronto game. I need to get to 7 to win that one. So another 5 goals are needed. Probably not going to happen.
Okay, gotcha.
But thank you for the update, Will. I appreciate that. I mean, I don't think that, like, low-scoring games can be just as exciting as high-scoring games. I care about close games. Like, whether it's high-scoring or low-scoring, close games are what are exciting in the NHL. Is that puck deflects up and out of play?
Agreed.
And we got 4:37 left in the second. This should be a commercial break, and it is 0-0 still. Second period, headed to commercial here. Still scoreless in this one. Really, really appreciate all of you guys watching here. Remember to please subscribe if you are new and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Both of those things help out so much and are greatly appreciated. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of each and every team are welcome and wanted here. As you can see, I am joined by a special guest tonight. It's Joe from Sports Phanatic News and SteelFlyers.com, which my show is in partnership with SteelFlyers.com. So we got another one of the SteelFlyers crew on here, and really appreciate having Joe on tonight. Mia, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching. It's great to have you. Yeah, Brian, the scoreboard colors are the actual RGB color codes of the team's logos and their jerseys. So that is actual Islanders blue on the scoreboard, and it's actual Rangers blue on the scoreboard. I use the color codes from their jersey colors to make the scoreboard. So 1-0 Bolts now. Thank you for that update, Logan. Lightning take a 1-0 lead over Nashville. Anthony Cirelli with the goal.
Nice. Another great player that's fun to watch. Cirelli coming up with the goal. Definitely like that one. I was going to say thank you to Islanders fan for life and Mikhail, I think is how you say that.
Mikhail, yeah.
If I said that wrong. The Raptors, Bills, and Habs fans subscribing. I posted my link for people it doesn't work in the thing. If you want to subscribe to mine, that John's on my channel at times as well. When he can make time for being the legendary off-the-wall hockey he is every other time. So there's been great action around the league. But yeah, you're right. Once you bet, I didn't bet tonight. I know I saw someone ask who did you bet on tonight. So a couple messages back.
I bet a bunch of overs.
Brian, Brian Jagger.
It's not going well.
No, I stayed away from it tonight because I don't get paid from stuff until midweek, and I usually don't bet until midweek for that reason, so I don't accidentally lose all my money before I get more money.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Always bet responsibly. That's a great way to go about it. Chance here now. Islanders, trying to go backdoor, and they just miss it. Wow. Hey, thank you, Brad. 2-2 now. Kane's got one back to tie that back up. So actually, the over is in play there now at 5.5, because we already got 4. It's still the second period. It's just Shesterkin makes a big save and covers that one up with 4:07 remaining. We're gonna have an offensive zone draw for the Isles. Over's possible in that one. It's really not looking good though for the Toronto-Vancouver game.
No,
that's gonna be the one that really screws me, I bet.
Unless if what you said happens, where sometimes you just have a period that is an onslaught. You could hope for that.
Great defensive play there to get that stick in the passing lane by Keandre Miller. Great defensive play there for the Rangers.
He's been impressive since coming up.
He's been very good. He leads the Rangers in plus-minus at +7.
Yeah, I didn't even know he let him in play. It makes sense from watching him. He's looked great on the ice. That definitely makes total sense.
And now the Islanders with a long shot there, blocked down on the way through. Rebound chance doesn't get on goal. Rangers trying to break it out. Under 4 minutes now remaining in the second period. Rangers second chance out, and they do get it to the neutral zone. Zibanejad up into the offensive end. Good pass there to, I believe, Buchnevich. And now Barzal goes behind his own net, but the Rangers come and take it. Rangers setting up now in the offensive zone. Daniel, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Edmonton scored to tie that game, so I will update that at the next stoppage. So we got a big hit there in the offensive zone by the Rangers. And the puck comes out to neutral ice. They'll have to go and regroup now. A lot of big hits in this game.
Yeah, that's for sure. Thanks, Brian, for joining. He said he has to go. We appreciate it. Have a good night and stay safe out there.
Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. 3 minutes now left in the second as the Islanders bring it back into the offensive end. And Lee loses the puck. And that allows the Rangers to clear it back to neutral ice now. Sent back in now by the Isles. Rangers looking for a quick breakout. Lindgren plays it up to the winger, now into the middle. Here they come out of the zone. Dumped in by New York, the Rangers, the Blue Shirts, and the Isles send it around. They're looking to quickly get it out. Pajot does. Into the offensive end now. Good shot there. Nice pad stop by Shesterkin. And that pad save clears all the way out of the zone, and the Rangers can get fresh legs on the ice. It comes back to the Isles end. They come right back up, though. Cizikas into the offensive zone. Shot from the far sideboards, and that one goes wide over Shesterkin's glove. 2:10 left in the second period. Isles dump it right back in, but they were offsides entering the zone. And we get a stoppage here in a neutral zone face-off coming up.
That was a mile offside. That's one of the bigger offsides I've seen in a while. Put it back in. The Blue Shirts from New York. Yeah, they're definitely, Sasha, very popping and hard to read. We said that at the get-go.
The red's just so dark that it doesn't pop off of the dark blue, and it's tough to see the jersey numbers on these Rangers uniforms.
Yeah, you got to go from almost place. Like, you had to have watched the Rangers enough where that's like Howden I like. So when I said him behind the net, I kind of just went, that looks like Brett Howden.
Yeah,
so
they should have just done a white outline to the number rather than gray, and it would have been much easier to see.
John, I don't know the answer to that question. Hope Glory just said, do you ever call Red Sox games in the summer?
No, this channel is hockey only, and this is strictly for hockey, and no other sports are on here.
Yeah, I didn't know if you did through another channel.
I don't have any other channels. I barely have time to keep up with this one with everything that I'm doing.
Yeah,
so
I figured.
I do not have the time to be doing other channels as well. We got a nice stop there by Shesterkin with 1:24 left in the second. 1-0 Blues now over the Coyotes, so that will be a big win for St. Louis, who desperately needs it against Arizona. They've been struggling recently with the Coyotes.
Yeah, they've lost 2 straight. If they lose this game, it would be 3 straight to Arizona. Definitely not the team that's trying to retool and figure it out. You want to do that too.
Butthead, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping in. Very much appreciated. We've got 1:24 left in the second period here. Very late stages. Still scoreless. I should have not bet the over in that Vancouver-Toronto game. It should have just taken the under in this one. That would have been a much smarter move. But hindsight's 20/20, of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's always the way it goes. And yes, I don't know why you can't score, Islanders fan for life. We're waiting for our first goal. You came back in shots now, 19-19, but still can't pocket the puck in the net.
A lot of good goaltending in this one, but oh, that pass to Lee just doesn't get through. Another great stick defensively by the Rangers. Isles keep it in the offensive zone, though. Long shot there. That one goes wide. Under a minute remaining in the second period. Back out now. Isles regrouping back in their own zone. 44 seconds left. Now down to 40. Final stages here of the second period. Still scoreless in this one. That one gets brought in by the Isles. Chance here for maybe one or two more opportunities before this period ends. Rangers are just trying to get it out of their zone. Kept in at the blue line there by Pollock. 22 seconds left now. Rangers trying to break out. And finally, they're able to chip it off the boards and down. Isles, time for one more rush back into the offensive end. Pellick throws it into the middle of the ice. Shesterkin gloves it with 8 seconds left, and that's going to be a whistle. One more offensive zone face-off for the Islanders coming up, and we'll see if they can run a play off of this. But there's only 8.6 left now in the second period, and we're still scoreless in this one. We might be looking at a 1-0 game here.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. I think this has a good chance to be a 1-0 game, or as one said, a shootout game. But you don't want to bring that up for some people or too early until it has to be brought up. So I'm not the biggest fan of shootouts.
I hate shootouts.
So. Yeah.
That one's cleared by the Rangers, and that's going to do it. The end of the second period is the horn sounds, and that does it for period number 2, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. We've got some time to kill now at the second intermission before we wait for the third to start. But we really, really appreciate all of you guys watching. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Remember to subscribe if you are new. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Both of those things help out the channel a ton. And really, really appreciate everyone being here tonight. As you can see, I am joined by Joe from Sports Phanatic News and SteelFlyers.com. It's been a pleasure to have him on. And his channel, I will throw the link to his channel in the chat another time if you guys would like to check his channel out. This has been a fun one here, and we're still waiting for our first goal, but it's certainly not for a lack of chances at either end of the ice here. The goaltenders have been phenomenal in this game, and this is going to be a very intense third period coming up. Very intense third period coming up.
Yeah, it's great back and forth tilt, and you just can't let anyone get it in. Varlamov makes all the key saves, and Shesterkin's made all the key saves. It's been a great goaltender battle with some good defense, better defense than usual from these two teams that are still trying to figure out their defense fully in their system. But it's been a great back and forth battle. I love what I've seen again from Panarin. I love what I've seen from Everly, and then Barzal in that period with chipping at Panarin. That's great to see the two stars get chippy at each other. And you brought up Keandre Miller. Keandre Miller's a stud already. I mean, you're seeing young defensemen come in around the league. Romanoff, in Montreal. Then you have different guys. In the all different teams. McCarr's killing it again. You have three guys in Colorado when they're playing. You got Timmins, McCarr, and Byram all on the same team. Then Samuel Girard is only 23, I think. So I mean, like that, like you got all these great young defensemen playing great around the league, and all this great young talent coming up. It's just really fun to watch all over. I say.
Yeah, absolutely. Aman, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Joe is in his Seattle apartment. I am back home in Massachusetts, where I always stream from, Butthead. Let's go, Bruins fan. What is going on? Welcome. Hope Glory. Sudden death overtime. They should just play 3-on-3 until someone wins, because it's never going to be that long before someone scores 3-on-3.
Agreed.
I cannot stand shootouts personally.
I hate you.
That'd be like deciding an NBA game with a dunk contest. Like, it's just so gimmicky and absurd. Deciding an MLB game with a home run derby rather than actually playing baseball. Like, it's absurd. It's a free breakaway. Like, that's not that. Like, even if you get a breakaway in actual hockey, there's defense coming after you. Like, there's pressure on there. It's not a free walk in and do whatever you want. Like, this is for another day. I've talked about it on my show with Steel. I just hate the shootout.
I do too. I detest the shootout. I never liked the shootout. It's not fun to watch. It's very unfair for teams too, because some teams battle so hard, and then you just have a Tampa-esque lineup.
Oh yeah,
that obviously you're gonna win in a shootout. Like if Arizona battles against Tampa, they're probably not gonna beat Tampa in a shootout.
No.
So it just gets unfair at that point. On 3-on-3, they might be able to match up certain defensive players like the Derek Stephans of the world with Tampa's guys, with a couple offensive guys. So I mean that's just the way it is.
It's just such a gimmick. It's not even real hockey. Like, imagine ending a professional sports game not playing the real sport that the game is. Like, that makes no sense to me. There's no reason that they can't. There's no reason that they can't play 3-on-3 until someone wins. It's never gonna go that long. I would say most would end easily within 10 minutes. Under 10 minutes would be most 3-on-3 games or 3-on-3 overtimes would end. Maybe you could get one that would go about 20 minutes. That would be absolute longest, but it would never go more than another full period.
Stretch. Yeah, I don't even think it would go that far. No, Sasha, we're just screwing around. This is the background. I'm not.
Yeah, Joe is not actually Perlo's son.
No, we have the same background. If anything, it would be we would share the same apartment because he's only a few years older than me. So he couldn't physically be. That wouldn't work out mathematically.
Butthead wants to know why I'm not drinking Sam Adams because I'm from Massachusetts. Sam Adams is expensive.
It is.
Sam Adams is expensive. Cheap. I cannot afford that, so I drink cheap beer. But I've just been drinking water tonight.
It's just Coors. Banquet.
He's got a Coors here.
Yeah, Banquet one. The little cute little Banquet bottle from 1936.
Cool. I was gonna say something else I completely forgot, so we'll just go along here.
They're showing the highlights from Champa Bay. Steven Stamkos
Yeah.
tweeted that out. Yeah, all the people walking.
Matthew Olivier and Luke Shen with a real, actual fight. We're actually seeing some good fights now because there are some guys left who can still throw them.
Yeah, that was a big one. I mean, Shenner's always been. That's why you have him physicality, checking, blocking, fighting. That's why you have Luke Shen on your team.
Oh yeah, he's a good tough defenseman for the Lightning, and then Cirelli with that beautiful goal by Cirelli to make that game 1-0.
Yeah,
that dude is the only scoring so far, of course. So it looks like I'm not going to get the over in that one either.
He could be a top line center on most other teams. I mean, that's a team that if Seattle's calling anybody to say would trade you a bunch of crap for somebody, it might be Anthony Cirelli, honestly. I mean, they'll be looking, if he's not available, they might be saying, hey, well, what about just forgetting the fact that we have a draft pick this year, and we'll just take Anthony Cirelli instead. I wouldn't put it like he's a guy that has the potential to be a top line guy on other teams and he's already flourishing down the lineup. So imagine what he's going to do with more ice time. That's just the way it is. A shootout, that's a good way to put it, Butthead. A shootout reminds me more of the skills contest than an actual part of the game.
It's great for the All-Star game. It's great for the skills competition, but ending actual games like that with real points on the line I just don't like it. But it was put in Hope Glory because they didn't want to wear the players out. They didn't want ties anymore, but they couldn't just do unlimited overtime because obviously, you could have a game the next night in a whole different city, and players wanted the games to end in a reasonable amount of time. They didn't want 5 overtime games during the regular season, like we do see in the playoffs sometimes. But they didn't have 3-on-3 overtime back when they put that in. And I just think with 3-on-3 overtime, you're never going to go that long without a goal. It's just way too wide open to not have a goal within the first 15, 20 minutes. So now they should just go to 3-on-3 OT and let them play until someone wins. Because it's never going to be, you're never going to have a 5 overtime 3-on-3 OT. It's almost impossible not to score for that length of time when you're only playing 3-on-3. There's just so much open ice.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I think it would be better to do it that way because of the 3-on-3 overtime. Now, do you know if you might know this more? It might be Butthead. Is Labatt's Blue the unofficial beer of hockey?
It used to be. I have no idea if it still is. No idea if it still is. It used to be back in the mid 2000s when I was a lot younger. But yeah, I don't know anymore. I have no idea.
I have no idea either. Yeah, that's why I asked you. I think it might be, but I'm not entirely sure. I remember it used to be, but I don't have any way to know if it was or not.
I don't really see their advertising on NHL.com anymore or anything. I don't think so. I'm not entirely sure. If I go to NHL.com, the ads I'm getting are mostly for NHL TV.
Yeah.
They're trying to... There's a Phanatic's ad for NHL Shop. I don't know. I don't see it anywhere, but...
now it says the unofficial beer of Canada is now the official beer of the NHL. Molson, the second oldest company in all of Canada.
Molson is now.
One to make Molson, the Canadian, the official beer of the NHL. The 7-year, $375 million contract is the largest sponsorship deal in league history.
Wow. So Molson is now the official beer of the NHL. And it's no longer Labatt Blue. But Sasha brings up an absolute classic commercial. The Labatt Blue commercial with the bear playing hockey. That was on all the time back in the day. I remember watching that commercial over and over and over.
It should make an OT win worth more points than a shootout win. That would make sense. Yeah, that would actually make that would make people, maybe if you're trying to get rid of the shootout, get rid of it quicker because it's almost becoming obsolete at that point. So that could be a good way to try to push it to get rid of it without actually fully getting rid of it.
Seahawks for Life says, funny enough, Molson Canadian is owned by an American company. Isn't it Coors? Isn't it Molson Coors?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Coors.
Yeah, so Coors and Molson are the same company.
Yeah, I think Coors has it. Molson's pretty good though. I bought Molson before. Molson's a pretty good one to get. Doesn't taste the same as Coors. It's not like they combine the two things together. They just bought the company to make more money.
Yeah, they just bought the company.
Yeah,
yeah. It's not it's not the same beer. They're still different beers, but the company
exactly.
it's the same company that owns both of them, but they're different beers and different branding and all that.
Yeah, for sure. That's pretty much it. But it's like Anheuser has bought so many. If you look under
Oh
Anheuser,
yeah, Anheuser-Busch owns so
yeah,
many,
they own
many.
half the plant. Yeah.
They're all, you think like, because every beer is branded differently and given its own name and stuff, but then like half of them are owned by the same company.
Vancouver's 1-1 too.
Yeah, I already got that. That's been like that for a while now. Vancouver tied it up with Toronto. I still need 5 more goals scored in that game, so unless there's some obnoxious outburst in the third period, I don't think I'm going to get the over in that one. And I also doesn't look like I'm going to get the over in the Lightning Nashville game either. So I might go back just trying to pick teams that win. I do much better picking teams to win and lose than I do with over-unders for some reason. I've only been betting for this is my first NHL season actually placing bets. So I've only been betting for a few weeks, but that is one thing that I've noticed early on here is that I am much better at picking teams to win and lose than I am with over-unders.
Yeah, I think, I mean, the harder to pick, the puck lines, the over-unders, winners are easier to judge if you can pick your team. Usually what I try to do is I pick my teams that, like the 3-4 teams I'll lock in on and say these teams just keep finding ways to win. And then you pick the 3-4 teams that keep finding ways to lose and you stay away from them and you always try to push the other 4. So that's usually the way I do it. And then you have everyone in between. Just as a hint into the secrecy of how we do some stuff, how I lay out the stuff for B-Pal. Pirlo might get mad for me hitting at that secrecy, but it's out there now, so too bad. if he does.
At the end of the day, it's just hard because the NHL is very unpredictable. So you can take any approach you want to it, and some are definitely more successful than others, but it is not easy to try and predict the NHL.
No, it's not. It's one of the more back and forth leagues, harder leagues to predict. I would say hockey in general, no matter what it is, college hockey, NHL, AHL hockey, KHL, people that predict that. KHL actually may not be thrown there because that's easy because it's so top heavy. But other leagues, it definitely is one of the harder ones to pick.
All right, so we probably only have a few minutes left in this intermission. I believe they're still showing highlights, so it looks like there's still a little bit of intermission here to go, but we are getting ready for the third period, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I am joined by a special guest tonight. It is Professor Joe from SteelFlyers.com. Wow, we had a fight in the St. Louis, Arizona game too. 2 fights in the Oilers-Ottawa game. We had a fight in the Tampa Bay Nashville game. We had a fight in the... Fighting's really starting to pick up. The first couple of weeks, it was really quiet, but it has picked up a ton over the past week and a half, which I absolutely love. I absolutely love because I'm as big of a hockey fight fan as you're ever going to find. So that is awesome. I grew up with Don Cherry's Rock'em Sock'em Hockey, and I want the league to look like that still. So this is awesome to see fighting coming back this season with all these divisional games. Rivalries are really getting going. But as I was saying, guys, we're getting ready for the start of the third. Please hit that subscribe button. If you're new, hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't yet, both of those things help out so much. I cover the whole league, so no matter what team you're a fan of, you're welcome and wanted here. And just trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, which we are closing in on 3.7K. We still got a little over 300 to go if we're going to hit 4K by the end of this month. So Not sure what my chances of actually doing that are, but we will see. But we have a good game going on here tonight. Still scoreless, 0-0, but a lot of action. A lot of great goaltending in this game, some big saves, and it's definitely going to be an intense third without a doubt.
Yeah.
I use BetOnline AG, Hope Glory. They're the sponsor of the parent. So my Boston Bruins show, Black and Gold Weekly, is through Black and Gold Productions, which is a Boston Bruins website and podcast show. It's like big media production company. And the BetOnline sponsors Black and Gold hockey podcast and the website and blackandgoldhockey.com. So I use that BetOnline AG for all my hockey bets, and that's the only thing I bet on is hockey. I feel like that's the only. I could bet on football, but I didn't get into it until like right at the end of the NFL playoffs. So I've just only been betting hockey, and I'm trying to see if I can actually come out on top at the end of the season here.
Yeah, my two biggest are hockey, baseball. Those are the ones that I mainly bet on. Football,
I just don't know enough about baseball.
Yeah, baseball, I feel sometimes is just easier because you have the series. You don't have to, but like once you, except for last year when everything was a dumpster fire. But normally, baseball's easier, except for last year when everything was a dumpster fire. But that's a little bit different. Butch said he had a NAFTA dinner, tacos, Ben and Jerry's, and a Labatt's Blue. Yeah,
that's funny.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one there. And thanks. I think it was Daniel said he likes my Adidas shirt. I think sure you can just go on Adidas's website and cop one of these still in a newer version. This one's from like 6 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
But you can buy one in the newer version of Adidas if you just go on their website.
All right. Jack wants to know, when is anyone going to score? I don't know. Maybe not till overtime. This could very easily be a 1-0 game.
Yeah, maybe it'll be one of those games that'll be it just keeps going as you're in like the 8th round of a shootout, and we're just like, wow, nobody scored. That doesn't happen often. Those are the very rare games.
Yeah, for sure. But
it's
been a fun game, even though there hasn't been a lot of scoring.
Yeah, Daniel Langren says 58 seconds left. Yeah, they do that countdown on NHL.
Thank you for that update. So we are almost back for the start of the third, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be fun. So, yeah, Sasha's having a rough go with fantasy hockey this year. 0-3 at the moment, but
no, you just got to rebound.
You can get back into it.
Yeah, you got to get back into it. Just like most seasons this year, they're going past some of their flaws to have a good record still. The Flyers get off the slow starts and then get going. So that's all you got to do. You just got to get back into it and get churning.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. All right. Wow, Sports Geeks plays hockey. I think you told me that before, Sports Geeks, but I'm not entirely sure, so thank you for reminding me. But Sports Geeks does play hockey, so that is cool. But anyway, guys, we are back for the start of the third period here. Start of the third, getting ready to go. 0-0 game between the Isles and the Rangers. And this is going to be a really, really intense third period, I think, coming up. This is going to be fun. City of Columbus, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Yes, I do the entire NHL City of Columbus. So the Blue Jackets, if they are ever on NBC or NBCSN, I will have a chance to do Blue Jackets games when they are played on national television. So yes. Dude Durham, what is going on? Good shot there right off the faceoff. We are back underway. Welcome, Dude Durham. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching.
Go Rangers by Abby Hoffman.
Yeah, Avi's been going for the Rangers in this one, and the Rangers bring it into the offensive zone here. Islanders looking for a quick breakout, though. Rangers take possession back now, regrouping in their own zone. I haven't noticed Lafreniere in this game at all. I actually forgot he was playing.
So did I.
I forgot Lafreniere was playing in this game. I literally have not noticed him once. I don't think I've said his name once. I forgot he was in the game. He's done absolutely nothing tonight, CL.
Yeah, that's for sure. He has not done anything. He's on the third line too, so that goes to show he's not where they want him at yet. Kako is above him, who has been better, but still kind of feeling himself out. So,
Yep.
excuse me, it's kind of in a middle lull period for Laffy right now. Hopefully, he figures it out soon.
Yeah, for sure. As Isles back in their own zone looking for a breakout here. That pass goes all the way down, and it's going to be icing against New York as nobody's able to get a stick on it. 18:32 left in the third. 0-0 game between the Isles and Rangers. And we are here joined by Joe from Sports Phanatic News and SteelFlyers.com. Really appreciate Joe coming on tonight as our special guest. And we got an offensive zone here for the Rangers now after that icing. 18:32 left in the third.
He could be injured. That's what sports.
Yeah, that definitely potentially maybe is playing through an injury that we don't know about. That's very, very possible.
That's what we think JVR was last year. Pirlo and I, seeing how quick and pouncy he came out this year, and then you had him just kind of fall off a cliff last year. That doesn't make sense unless if it was an injury.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, guys, here we go. Face-off one back by the Rangers in the offensive end. Good check off the puck, though, and the Isles get it out of the zone. Through neutral ice now, here come the Islanders. Into the offensive zone, pass into the middle. Great back check there from the Rangers. Now they come back, stretch pass the other way, breakaway for New York, shot! Oh, what a stop by Varlamov! Absolutely robbing Artemi Panarin.
Again. Panarin can't buy one. Unlucky child tonight. Not getting one. It's like when your parents are trying to give you candy and they're just like, or you're asking for candy, they're just like, no, can't get anything.
Panarin, breakaway from the blue line in that he got behind the Isles defense, and Panarin just shoots it right into the glove of Semyon Varlamov.
Yeah, I look like me on a breakaway, just shooting it right at the goaltender.
Yeah, I wasn't great on breakaways either. That was never my strong suit, so I can't really say much, but for a guy like Panarin, who's an elite talent, I would have expected more there.
Agreed, for sure. More dekes, more moves, or just fake them out. Definitely expected more than a shot right at the glove.
The Islanders clear that now to neutral ice, and the Rangers bring it right back in. We're a little over 2 minutes into the third period. Still a scoreless game between the Islanders and the Rangers. Isles moving up now into the offensive zone. Clutterbuck with a pass to Cizikas, and he sends it wide. What a chance there. Just couldn't get the bouncing puck on goal. Now Clutterbuck is down. Cizikas with a massive hit. Bodies flying everywhere. Wow. And the Isles and Rangers both get a line change here. Cizikas absolutely planted one of the Rangers there.
Stick flew away after that. That's how hard he hit him.
And now the Rangers bring it into the offensive zone. D-to-D pass to Fox. Fox just sends it deep. Puck's in the corner. 17:05 left in the third. Isles now into the offensive end. Brock Nelson with a pass to Eberle. Eberle loses it. Stolen away there by the Rangers. And now here come the Rangers up ice. 2-on-1. Back the other way. Zibanejad with a shot. And Varlamov stones Zibanejad.
Oh.
The Rangers' best offensive players are getting opportunities, and they cannot score on Semyon Varlamov.
Shutting the door of Varlamov again has been good all season. The reason they won early on before their defense got going, and now he's the reason with them playing better defense. They're staying in this game. Still need to play much better defense, though, is one of the holes with the Islanders to be able to keep guys out from breakaways and in front of the net.
The goaltending for both teams in this game has been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, for sure. Battle of two of the Russians. Two Russians. Yep. Russian battle.
Long shot there. Varlamov makes another save on the shot from the point. Rangers setting up in the offensive zone. That shot gets blocked to the side. Komarov comes away with it. Now Rangers try and take it back, but the Islanders exit their zone. 3-on-2 up ice. Isles into the offensive end. Wahlstrom into the middle. Not able to get that one into a dangerous area. Now it just ends up behind the net. In the corner. Pajot after it. Rangers trying to chip it out. They clear it to neutral ice. Brought up now, and the Rangers dump it in as they get a line change. My Rookie of the Year pick right now would be Kaprizov from the Minnesota Wild. I think he's been the best rookie so far. Ty Smith has also been very good in New Jersey. Lankinen, the goaltender for Chicago, has been very good. Pierre-Olivier Joseph, who's come up
recently.
for the Penguins on defense, has been very good. But my vote would be going to Kaprizov right now.
Stützle's also been good recently. Mine would go to either Kaprizov or Lankinen because
Lankinen's been phenomenal for the Blackhawks.
The Hawks did not expect to even be in contention, and since Lankinen's come in and really pounced, they have been, and now Subban's looked very good the last 2 games, so if they could find their tandem there, they're in good shape.
Yeah, absolutely. Biagio, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Timmy, welcome to the stream as well. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. We've got 15:48 left in the third period. 0-0 game between the Islanders and Rangers. Great goaltending so far in this one. It's probably going to come down to whichever team can break the ice first as the Isles clear this out now to neutral ice. Up into the offensive end now. They're offsides entering the zone, however, and this one gets whistled down. 15:31 left in the period. Neutral zone face-off coming up.
Yeah, just a little bit in ahead of the play. Look like they had a nice developing play if they were able to time that, but just a little bit too close. No cigar, not playing horseshoes out here. We're playing hockey.
Durham has a good question in the chat. Is Tarasenko a guy that the Blues should look at trading now that he's been injured for a majority of each of the past 2 years? And the Blues still are a good team without him. Would you look into possibly moving Tarasenko even after these multiple shoulder surgeries? That's an interesting question. I'd be interested to get a Blues fan opinion on that.
Yeah, that's what I was good. I'll be interested to get a Blues fan's opinion on that. Personally, probably not, just because if you think you're doing that well without him, what are you going to do if he does able to come back in and stay healthy? Just that much better. But if it doesn't work when he comes back in, then yeah, you could send him somewhere elsewhere where he'll probably be able to figure it out again. And if he can stay healthy is the big key, and also do well. I mean, we've seen other guys leave cities and do well that have been banged up later in their careers, and he's really young and in the middle of his prime. He's not even later in his
I'm just worried about the shoulder injuries, though, because this is back-to-back years with major reconstructive surgery on his shoulders. Like, that's not good for an NHL player.
No.
Amon, that is not a penalty on Keandre Miller because he hit the puck first. So if you hit the puck first on a poke check and then hit the skate, it is not a penalty. That's been a rule in hockey for a long time.
Yeah, that's why that's not a penalty. You're absolutely right. You could trade him. He has a no trade, but I think he'll waive it if he feels that it's better for his career. Like if he feels he's an odd man out, doesn't have the top spot, he has to earn it back. He might waive a no-trade clause to go somewhere else, where he could be in a better spot sooner.
I wonder if he ends up being on the Blues' third line when he does come back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He could play up a couple lines if he waives it to another couple teams.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if he wants to stay in St. Louis because he was pretty upset that he didn't get the captaincy, even though he's not going to be playing most of this year.
Yeah, I don't agree with why he was upset about that either, because you're not playing most of this year. You haven't been the captain before. Taves has been a captain and is out, so his leadership is still very vocal in the room. I mean, when you're out, Chris Pronger talked about it all the time while he was here. Yeah. It's not the same.
Yeah, for sure. And that one, Isles trying to chip it out of the zone here. And they get it back to neutral ice. Rangers retake possession. Still scoreless in the third period. Into the offensive zone. Here come the New York Rangers. Yeah, goaltending has been phenomenal in this game, Amon. Both of these goalies have made some huge saves. And we're ticking down to the halfway point now of this third period. We're down to about 13 minutes left, 13-15 remaining, and the Isles dump that into the offensive zone. Still 0-0 here. That might be no hook there on Wahlstrom. And the Isles keep it in here. Puck into the middle of the ice. Dangerous area, but the Rangers chip it away. Now they go off the glass and out. Right back in, though, come the Islanders. Under 13 now to go. Looking for the first goal of this game. Anders Lee with it behind the net. Looking for a pass, sends it to the corner. Now back to the point, Mayfield. Mayfield to Leddy. And Leddy's shot gets blocked down, and the Rangers clear it out. Now the Islanders come right back into the offensive end. Long shot there. That one deflects wide. Under 12.5 now. Rangers cleared out. Back up ice come the Rangers. 3-on-3. It was 2-on-2, then became 3-on-3 into it. And the Isles send that down, and they'll have to get a line change here. Barzal heads off. Rangers dump it in. Varlamov out behind the net to play it. Moved out there. Pass doesn't connect, though. Rangers bring it right back into the offensive zone with 12 minutes left in the third. Trying to get set up here. I have a feeling the first goal that scored is going to win this game. I really have I really have a feeling that the first goal is going to win this game, but we'll see.
For sure.
The Isles able to get it out to neutral ice, but the Rangers send it right back in. Sean Avery, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Sean Avery's in the chat. Feeling an Islanders goal.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. As for Pronger, Jack, I was talking about in Philly when he was out. He was talking about how much of an impact you're not as much of a leader. I wasn't talking about his days in St. Louis. That's a completely different story. I was just talking about when you're out of the lineup. He brought up how hard it is to still be a leader of the team when you're not in. And that's why I don't think Tarasenko should have been the captain any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can't be named captain if you're not going to play more than half this season.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Oilers scored. Game is 2-1. Thank you, Brad. Appreciate that. We're at commercial break now. I will update that. It's 2-1 Oilers now over Ottawa. At least Ottawa's been able to stay in that game. That's a win for them. But it's now 2-1 Oilers. Thank you for that update. We are at commercial break in the third period, guys. It's still 0-0 here between the Isles and Rangers. It's gonna be a huge end to this game. Whichever team can get on the board first, I think, has a real good shot of winning this. But thank you guys all so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Please subscribe if you are new. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Both of those things help the channel a ton and are very much appreciated. I cover the entire NHL, so no matter what team you're a fan of, you are welcome and wanted here. And as you can see, I am joined by a very special guest. It is Joe from Sports Phanatic News and SteelFlyers.com. Great having Joe on, and I really appreciate that. And I will throw his channel link in the description if you would like to subscribe to his Sports Phanatic News channel. I know he would certainly appreciate that, and I would as well. Helping out our guests is always a great thing here.
I just don't think Alicia Cuthbert wants to slap Avery.
Legendary comment from Jack in the chat.
Oh, Sean Avery's in the chat. Any
there.
comment to it?
As we are back now and underway, Isles trying to break out of their zone, not able to.
Probably. He said probably.
Rangers here trying to get out. Backhand chance, not able to connect with it. And now the Isles come out of their zone. Eberle.
Upshaw was kind of Avery's kryptonite. You're right, Amon. Good old Scotty Upshaw, speedster Scotty.
Upshaw was so fun to watch. Interesting NHL career. We tick down to 11 minutes left to go. Moved through the middle here. Islanders give it right away to the Rangers. Rangers are offside, so entering the zone. And Buchnevich doesn't understand how he could have been offsides there. He has some words for the linesman, but we get a stoppage of 10:52 remaining. I know that there were some other score updates in the chat. Arizona scored to make it 1-1. So that Arizona St. Louis game is now tied at 1. Thank you for that update. And we have a neutral zone face-off here. Barzal in to take it against Zibanejad. Barzal gets tossed out.
Went way too early there. Yeah, there's no excuse for that one to get thrown out.
And we're going to redo that neutral
out of
zone
play again. It's a third face-off that's literally going out of play pretty much as it's been faced off.
Oh yeah, I absolutely know what you're talking about, Jack. That was a classic story back when Avery and Brodeur were going at it. Elon, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Neutral zone draw here, one back by the Rangers. 10:40 left in the third as we tick towards the halfway point of this period. Still nothing. And I'm really starting to think this game is going to finish 1-0. But we'll see. There's still 10.5 minutes left, so it is time there is still plenty of time for teams to score, but there has not been any offense yet in this one so far. Great goaltending at both ends of the ice as the Rangers bring it in now. Slap shot. Big stop there by Varlamov. And the Isles clear it, but only to the blue line. Kept in there by Lindgren.
Yeah, nice job keeping it in there by Ryan Lindgren, the more defensive wizard on that team.
Absolutely, and that one's cleared out now by the Islanders as we exactly hit 10 minutes to go in the third. Barzal dumps it into the offensive end. We are down to the final 10 minutes of the third period, folks. This one is going to come right down to the wire.
More Tabrodor too busy starring in bad car commercials.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Yeah, those were not the best car commercials. I definitely will give you that.
Enterprise.
Yeah.
Now it's dumped out here by the Isles into the offensive end. Rangers in back playing it, trying to get it out of their zone. Kept in, though, by Wahlstrom, but he goes up the boards, takes a massive hit. And the Rangers come over and try to get the puck. They're not able to. Isles keep it in the offensive zone. Dobson's shot gets blocked. Pajot keeps it at the blue line. And Shesterkin finds that one through traffic and gets it to a teammate. Toronto is now up 2-1 over Vancouver. Thank you for that update. Toronto with a lead over the Canucks.
Thank you, Caroline.
Avatar. Thank you so much for coming back. Really appreciate it. The Isles throw this into the offensive zone. Fourth line out there on the forecheck. Clutterbuck lays a hit. Back in no man's land. Long shot there. Blocked on the way through. Rebound chance. Score! The Islanders have the lead. It's 1-0.
Somebody fired. Is that Matt Martin in front?
Matt Martin in front finds the rebound. Or no, maybe it was Cizikas. I think Cizikas looks like the first one headed to, headed through the line there. The Islanders take a 1-0 lead on a goal from Casey Cizikas.
Great job crashing the net. Net front presence. Finally, someone's able to get one after all these great chances. Oh, yeah, he just stayed with it as it got cut in the
It got the original shot from Pellick blocked down, and then he finds the rebound and backhands it in. And the Isles have the 1-0 lead in the third here, 8:45 to go. And that is a huge goal for Casey Cizikas in the fourth line. Sean Avery did call it in the chat. He said that an Isles goal was coming.
Yeah, he did. That was completely called. He's exactly right. He said an Isles goal was coming. Casey Cizikas, nice job staying with it in the opposing player's skates and finding it in front to put it in. Very nice goal by him.
And now the Isles back in the neutral zone here off the ensuing faceoff. They go D to Pullock. Now back to Pellick. Down 8:15 to go in the third. Rangers trying to get on the board here. 3-1 Toronto now. Wow, they made that quick. Thank you for that update, guys.
Wow. 11 seconds apart.
Wow. That's brutal for Vancouver to give up. And the Isles dump that back into the Rangers' end with only 8 minutes to go. Rangers trying to break out. Not able to. Isles send it back deep behind the Shesterkin. Anders Lee on the forecheck after it. Rangers break out, though. Here they come. They dump it into the offensive end.
That was almost offside from him losing it at the line there.
Very close there. And the Rangers take it back in neutral ice now. And that puck deflects around a little bit. And they have to regroup in their own end. Now it's brought in again by the Rangers. 7:20 left in the third. Rangers in the offensive zone. Looking to get this game tied up. Late stages of the third now here. Pass, or bringing the puck into the middle. Tries to get a pass. No one home for New York. Islanders, though, not able to clear it out right away. Rangers retake possession here. Isles finally get that cleared to neutral ice. Under 7 minutes now to go in the third. Barzal through the neutral zone slowly. Passes it up to Clutterbuck now. Fourth line coming back out on the ice. And The Islanders, did they just score again?
Wow.
They did. Holy, I didn't even realize that went in. The Islanders' fourth line just scored again. This time it's Matt Martin, and it's 2-0.
There's Matty Morton. You got Deacons last time. Now you do get Matt Morton. I don't know how that one went in. It looked like
it was a cross-ice pass from Clutterbuck. It looks like the ref was calling a penalty, so I didn't see the goal signal right away. But right, Martin on the back door, and it's 2-0 Islanders.
Yeah, that's what you pay Matt Morton for. He hits,
Wow.
he's physical, and he crashes the net great. That's why Jamie Baskel said the Flyers were a team that should have got him. He went back to the Islanders, and that's exactly what he's big and huge and expected to do for. Great play by Matt Morton there.
This fourth line for the Islanders continues to be probably the best fourth line in the league. Certainly top 3. Because they are just so good at everything they do. They're physical, they hit, they can fight, and they can score and add offense as well. And they were so good in the playoffs last year. They've been great this season again. And now the Rangers are down in a 2-goal hole. They try to get one back. Huge save from Varlamov, and he stops the rebound as well. What a stop there from Varlamov.
That was 2 or 3 big money saves there by Varley to keep them away from the momentum, grabbing it back as the Rangers try to do that there. That was huge by Varlamov, being money all game.
Oh, yeah. Massive stop there. Now the Isles. Shot from Del Cole. That one ends up getting deflected high and wide. That puck comes out to the neutral zone. Rangers trying to bring it back in. They're now down by a couple. We're down to 5:35 left. Huge chance there for the Rangers, and they don't put it in. Another chance there for the Rangers that they don't put past Varlamov. What a stop there. And now here come the Isles the other way. And a big shoulder save from Shesterkin to keep this game 2-0 and not allow a third one in.
Shesterkin's definitely keeping them in it. It's just the Rangers are being terrible at getting to great tic-tac passing. Both teams haven't been good at that this game. It's been a lot of turnovers in the neutral, and then as soon as you get in the offensive zone, till the Isles are able to make a couple ones and get a good crashing to the net goals on both of their plays.
Yeah, Isles just cleared it out here. Rangers struggling to get much going offensively. We're down to 4:50 left in the third, and the Isles are holding a 2-0 lead. Up ice now. Here comes Matt Barzal into the offensive end. Drop pass for Lee. Lee to the faceoff dot, and that shot gets blocked. Good stick there from the Rangers defense, but they don't want to be at this end of the ice. They need to be on the other end. Chandler, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Brought in now to the offensive end by Anders Lee again. He sends it through the crease. No one there for the Islanders. Cizikas now plays it back to the point. Pelech with a long shot that gets blocked on the way through. Down to 4:10 remaining in the third, and the Rangers clear it. No icing on the play. Green back to get it now. Andy Green looking for a breakout pass. Just sends it up and chipped into the offensive end by the Isles. 4 minutes remaining. Final 4 minutes of the third now. Rangers need a couple of goals to come back.
Yeah, if it stays like this, Logan Hacker called it. He said 2-0.
He did. We got a penalty call coming up here against the Rangers, and we got a whistle here. Shesterkin makes the play. It's going to be a hooking call, I believe, against the Rangers here as we head to commercial break. And that is a terrible penalty to take if you're New York.
Yeah, it's not a play you want to take as the Rangers there. I mean, the Islanders are getting your momentum and getting the grip, and that could really...
Just from a time standpoint, there's only less than 4 minutes left now. They don't have time to kill off a 2-minute penalty and score 2 goals.
No, you're going to have to be aggressive, which is not something you want to have to do on your penalty kill, because that leads to very bad penalty killing when you have to do that, and they're going to have to be aggressive and try to score on their own PK. That's the only way you're coming back in this game. I don't think they're scoring 2 goals with the way that this game is going and Varley's playing in the final 2 minutes. So it's going to be very tough for the Rangers.
We'll see what happens at the end here, but the Islanders are going to the power play here late in the third, already with the 2-0 lead. I want to thank everybody in the chat for watching. Really, really appreciate it, guys. It really does mean a lot. Remember to please subscribe if you are new and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Both of those things help out so much and are greatly appreciated. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of each and every team are welcome and wanted here. Obviously, very special guest on with Joe from Sports Phanatic News and SteelFlyers.com. I'll drop his channel link in the chat again as well if you would like to check out Joe's channel. He does great sports content there, and really, really appreciate all of you guys watching. Thank you all so much for being here. It's 2-0 Islanders here, and this will be a big win for the Isles as they will jump to back over 500 and go 5-4-2 on the season. But we are back from commercial break now. 2-0 Islanders is trying to hold on in these final 4 minutes and walk out of this one with 2 points. Rangers have really struggled to get anything going offensively in this one. And when they have gotten offensive opportunities, Semyon Varlamov has been absolutely phenomenal in goal tonight for the Islanders.
Yeah, he's been money. He's been one of the most fun goaltenders to honestly watch all season thus far. A guy that I definitely enjoy watching and have for a long time since his Colorado days, and he continues to show keen success with the New York Islanders. And I love to see it. I love to see the battle of the Russians. Shesterkin's the reason that New York's kept in this game too, making those big saves. This could be a bigger lead for some of the chances the Islanders have had as well.
Yeah, we are back underway now with 3:35 left in the third. The Rangers are down a man and down 2 goals. So they really need they need a shorthanded goal or something wild here to really get back into this one. As the Isles power play will be content with just killing this clock as much as they can. 1.5 minutes of power play time remaining, and Anders Lee has the puck in the corner. He sends it around. Back to the point to Noah Dobson. 3:10 now left in the third. 1.20 minute of power play time remaining. Back to the point, now on the half wall. Barzal plays it back to Dobson. Dobson with plenty of room, sends it back door. Shot, saved by Shesterkin! And that comes to Buchnevich. He's able to clear the zone. He's just going to curl back here and make a possession play for the Rangers. Sent all the way down now, back to the Islanders' end on the long clear. Under a minute remaining on the power play. Absolutely remember Roman Hamrlik, Jack. Absolutely. Played a long, long time in the NHL.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't even see that one.
Now it's dumped in by the Rangers as they go after it on the forecheck. Isles, though, just killing time here. Down to 2:28 left in the third. They bring it back into the offensive zone and still have 35 seconds of power play time left.
Yeah, we'll see if they can put it away here. The Rangers are kind of keeping them at bay a bit. There's some passes like the one Bailey missed there. I wonder if they're going to be able to actually supplant it and put it away, or if it'll get the 2-0 score predicted.
Green with a long shot stopped. Isles still in the offensive zone, though. I think the Islanders are just content to kill time at this point. There's only 2 minutes left. The Rangers are running out of time quickly here.
Yeah, I think they're just passing around on their power play, playing catch a little bit.
Yeah, they're just the Isles power play is just passing it. The power play's over now. We're back to even strength. 5-on-5 again, but now under 2 minutes to go in the third. Rangers are running out of time, and they're still in their defensive zone. They've got to get Shesterkin off as soon as they can, as now they dump it into the offensive end, and I got to imagine that Shesterkin is coming to the bench here.
Yeah, he's going to have to soon.
No, he's still on the ice. Only 1:15 now remaining in the third, and they can't get the extra attacker on. So now here comes New York. The Rangers back the other way into the offensive end. Panarin dumps it deep. Now Shesterkin comes to the bench. Still 2-0 Islanders. Rangers keep it in the offensive zone, though. They have 1 minute now to score 2 goals. Trying to force overtime at least in this one as that shot gets blocked. Kept in the offensive end, though. Pelech steals it for the Isles and clears it. It goes out of play, though, and we get a whistle with 53 seconds left, and they might be calling delay a game on this.
Yeah, that should be, I think. I think that would have went over.
Did that go up and on a play and, like, over the benches?
I think they're trying. The Rangers or Strome, it looked like, saying it would have went over regardless.
The refs are going to talk about it. The refs are all going to huddle up here. This might be a penalty against the Islanders for delay a game. The refs are all talking about it here.
From my look of things over here, I thought it should have been, but they haven't called it just yet, and we'll have to see if they do.
Yes, they are. The Rangers are getting a power play here. Delay a game against the Islanders. The Rangers get a power play here. with just 53 seconds left in the third. .53 seconds left in the third, and Pelech heads to the box for delay a game. And the Rangers are going to use their timeout here. The Rangers are going to use their timeout, so they're going to need 2 quick goals if they're going to come back in this one. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate everyone in the chat watching. Remember to please subscribe if you are new and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. We're still a little over 300 subscribers away from 4,000, which is my goal for the end of February, is to be at 4K. So I would really, really appreciate any new subscriber coming on to the channel. We'd love to have you. I cover the whole league, and you are certainly welcome here. As you can see, I'm joined by a special guest. It's Joe from Sports Phanatic News and SteelFlyers.com. So really appreciate him coming on. It's been a pleasure. But we are right back underway here as the Rangers win the faceoff. They're down by a couple of goals, under 50 seconds left. They're on the power play. Chance here. Strome couldn't get that shot off cleanly, and the second chance goes wide to the corner. Rangers still have it, though, in the offensive end. Running out of time. They need 2. Back to the point. He's passing the skates. Just holding it here. Now long shot. That one. Rebound chance off the outside of the goal. Under 30 seconds to go. And the Islanders clear it all the way down. They can ice it as much as they want.
Only benefit of being on the penalty kill is down or up to nothing with little left.
Is they can ice it as much as they want on the penalty kill. 12 seconds left now. Rangers out of time. Face-off dot. Shot. That one gets blocked. Cleared out again. All the way down and wide of the goal, and the horn is going to sound. That is it. GG's in the chat. The New York Islanders have defeated the New York Rangers 2-0 in this one, and the Islanders, I believe, move into 4th place in the East Division now with 12 points. Pittsburgh's at 11, and the Rangers still sit at 10. After a regulation win here for the Isles, 2-0 over the New York Rangers. And I just want to say thank you to everyone watching. Really, really, really appreciate it. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And a huge thank you to Joe from Sports Phanatic News and SteelFlyers.com for being on the stream here tonight with me. Joe, thank you so much. How was your first stream experience here on Off the Wall Hockey?
It was really fun. It was a great game. Like I said, this was one of the more back and forth. I don't need a lot of scoring to be excited like you about the game. You just need a close, great, competitive game. And that's what this was. 2 great goaltenders. Shesterkin got hung out to dry, honestly, by his team. But both of them played very good. Varley was able to stop him on that opposing rush that really could have changed the momentum right after. There was a lot of good back and forth action. It was really fun, and I appreciate you having me on.
Hey, anytime, man. Thank you so much for being here. So I do want to say before everybody leaves that I will be doing a double header tomorrow night. The Flyers and Capitals play at 6, and then the Lightning and Predators play right after that game at 8:30, both on NBCSN. So I will be doing both of those games tomorrow. Obviously, that's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a long night. That's always a 5.5 hour stream, but it's always a really fun time as well. So I can't wait for that. And on Wednesday, I will be back seeing these same New York Rangers, hopefully playing a lot better against the Boston Bruins on Wednesday night in the NBCSN game as well that night. So with that, guys, I'm going to sign off for tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate Joe coming on for the night and having fun with us. And this was a fun stream. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Have a great night. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow for the doubleheader. And with that, that's pretty much going to do it for this one. Remember to please subscribe. Hit that like button if you haven't. It helps out so much. Check out Joe's channel as well. The link to his channel is in the description. Please check him out as well. He does a lot of great sports coverage there and is part of the team at SteelFlyers. So that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much, and have a great night, each and every one of you.
Peace out.